Warning. The following show features reviews from wildly unprofessional critics operating without the supervision of professionals. The thoughts and opinions held by these individuals are not to be taken seriously and do not come from a place of intellectual integrity. This show doesn't reflect the opinions of Criticless or its users. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up? What's up? What is up, everybody? Hello and welcome to another episode of a very organized, very perfectly crafted, planned, just meticulously put together episode of Criticless Cast Unhinged. We really need to get this studio where it is permanently set up because it is driving me insane doing this every week in this way, but you guys wouldn't know. I need like another camera to show you guys the shit show that is this room. There are wires and cables and cords everywhere. It might look good from the outside, but when you're in here, it's chaos. And all of that is not to mention StreamYard. Anyways, either way, we are back. We are here. We are in the studio and ready to rock. I'm ready to do this. We are doing another classic film, which has become a new thing on this channel, but I'm appreciating it. I'm starting to like it. You guys are pushing me to watch the classics, and not just me, but the whole cast. And so it's a good time. And today we are actually going to be reviewing North by Northwest, which is a film that has been on my to-do list for quite some time now. This is one of those, you've seen the poster, you know it. You've seen it around, but there is quite a chance that you have not seen it. And if you haven't watched it, do not bail when we get to the review. We'll talk to it and maybe talk about it and maybe convince the rest of you to check it out if you have not watched it yet. And then you can review it with the rest of the folks that have on Criticless with their reviews that they dropped with this week's episode. But we've got all sorts of things to cover today. We've got news. I got a few pieces of news to cover. We got your culture for boomers, and we'll talk about that a little bit. And I do have a special guest on once again this week, and then also back in the studio once again. I guess I can go ahead and introduce Mr. Christopher Kaus. He's here with us.
Hello.
In the studio. He made it.
I did, finally.
You're alive?
A little late. Yeah.
You it's okay. You escaped the feds, you know?
Yeah.
And you're alive and well and here.
Yeah.
And you're wearing your Criticless shirt even. I like to see that.
I cut my hair.
Right.
I'm
Look
going
at
with
that.
the asshole haircut a week.
Look at
Okay.
you.
And then I'm going to buzz it.
To buzz it? Let's go.
No.
Yeah, bro.
Bet?
Oh.
Do it.
Do you want to bet?
Let's.
But yeah, I had to write out the asshole hair. I feel
Right.
like this is an asshole haircut.
I mean,
It's
kind of.
like, what's that guy from Punisher? Russo?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. It's
Every Colin
the
Farrell
bad guy from Iron Fist. Weird pull here, but the Iron Fist TV show had that haircut. It was very similar. I had it for a little while too, and definitely looked like an asshole as well.
That's the bad guy asshole haircut.
Right. It
You gotta
is.
try it out for a little bit.
Yeah. And
The
then
next thing.
right, move on to the next thing. I appreciate it. I see. My problem is that now that I'm like in this space, I've got like my look, and if I get rid of it, I'll probably never hear the end of it. And then also, our other guest doesn't want me to get rid of it either, because I do need to introduce my lovely wife, Sydney. She's here, or Sleepy Space Bomb.
I thought I was going to be the special guest.
Now, you are the special
you are
guest.
the special-
You are the
okay.
special guest. We're saving the
Good.
best for last.
Mental.
Yeah, right. He's the special. Yeah, the special needs guest,
Yeah.
and you're the special guest.
Totally
Okay.
different.
Yeah.
All right. I'll allow that.
Yeah. So you're back.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, and I think we're kind of like, it's maybe we're getting this pattern where we're like saving like the old classic films for you since you like those. It worked well for that. And that was kind of last week on the show. That was my thing, is I was like, all right, we're doing an old one. I guess Sid's coming on because this is the stuff she likes. So
Yes, I'm just pleased that the chat has been able to get you to watch old movies
Right.
because as long as we've been together, you've refused.
Well, they're paying me to do it, so that's literally the only way. It's we had
You're enjoying it.
I am enjoying it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, Blaine, you're enjoying it.
You're
You're-
freaking enjoying
I'm
it.
enjoying these old movies so much.
Blink twice. Blink twice.
But it is. It'll be fun, and this is going to be another one that's going to be fun to talk about. But we do need to also say hello to everyone in the chat. What's going on, guys? Good to see all of you in here, and we need to call attention to the usual, the absolute legend here, Life on Marshmallows, with 5 gifted Criticless cast memberships. Let's freaking go. We love to see it, and you guys know the drill. We gotta do the, oh my god, they did it to me again. Freaking StreamYard, they made it to where I can't access anything, but I'll do it. I'll get to it. Here we go.
By the time I pay my scientists, all the people in my lab, my developers, the lab rats, it's a wash. Well, why you do it then, cause I'm selfless.
We greatly appreciate all of the support from you guys and the memberships. It's great. Those mean a lot. Shows YouTube that you guys appreciate what we are doing. Thanks for that, Life on Marshmallows. It's really appreciated. And we do have one of our special guests from last week. We've got Thundarius 5, member for 9 months. Let's freaking go, dude. 9 months. Love to see it. You said, "Hail, Blaine. Sent you something on IG that is website related. I have an idea. Thank you again for inviting me on last week. You're very welcome. It was a great time having you on, dude. And I'll check it out. I am. I know that Instagram is like your last surviving platform at this point, and Instagram is the platform that I am the absolute worst at. So I'm not great at keeping up with the Instagrams. So, but thanks, dude. I'll check it out and really appreciate the 9-month membership. And I do see another here. I'll actually go ahead and pull this up because I was going to address this. Quagmire 13 for $10 says, "Man, Jeremy almost killed this show." And he's absolutely right, guys. We were almost ripped the show for sure. I literally said on a main event on Tuesday that I was just going to pack it up. We were going to quit entirely because Jeremy was about to fuck us into oblivion.
Where do I sign up?
Right. Because they were starting a new stream, a new show, which funny enough is essentially just Culture for Boomers, except for less cool because I'm not curating it, obviously.
Yeah. Obviously.
But an internet culture show is what they're starting to do.
He just needs to call it boomer culture.
Right. Well, I said this is actually them doing this show is actually going to make Culture for Boomers even better, because what's going to happen is I am going to showcase stuff on this show, and then they're going to act like it's new news 3 months from now when they find it on Instagram. So y'all just wait. I'm telling you, it will happen, and then we can poke fun and laugh at them for sure. So
what if Jeremy watches this show then?
yeah.
Then,
Okay.
you know.
Okay. Yeah. Doubt. Because he was, well, that was what was funny was they announced the show was streaming, and he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna stream it like 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock on Thursday." And chat was like, "You're gonna stream over fucking Criticless cast?" He was like, "Oh no." He's like, no, I don't want to do that. So chat, thanks for saving us for sure. And it could have also partially been Jay or Beardo as well, but he was alerted, and it is much appreciated. Thank you, Jeremy. So we were about to have to move the show, but thanks, Quagmire, for the 10, buddy. It's good to see you back in the chat in here. Hope you are doing well. And let's see here. I got one more I wanted to pull up here. We got Jason Ellison here for 2 and says, "Rip to the OG." What is that?
R-Maxer?
Cooter from Dukes of Hazzard. I saw that. I had it took me a minute to R-Maxer. Yeah, he retard maxing. Yeah. I had to process for a minute. I'm letting see. I Culture for Boomered them actually on main event also on Tuesday because I started talking about cooter maxing and the whole show stopped. Everyone was like, "What is happening?" And what is cooter maxing? And I was like, "Well, if you watch Criticless,
cooter maxing?
What?
Did I miss it?
You clearly missed it too. We're actually going to start a whole series of Sid cooter maxing for Criticless cast. And
I think
No.
Listen, our subs just went up by like 1,000 just from me making that statement.
My God.
All right.
Cooter maxing means something totally different.
Yeah. So,
Well, maybe it doesn't.
yeah, I don't think either of you were here when I talked about cooter maxing.
No.
Cooter maxing is a new fad that is happening over on the conservative side of things. There is these these e-thoughts, I guess you could say, these chicks and what they're
THOT.
Yes,
Gotcha.
yes, THOTs. And what they're doing is they have like a very panned out, like far out camera, and they're in chairs like this, but they're wearing like yoga pants and their legs are just spread while they're talking politics, and you just see like full on camel toe while they're talking about
So this
politics.
is what it sounds like it is.
Yes, it's literally.
And you just said I was gonna do that.
I'm trying to get the subs up, okay? Well, I gotta have a new hustle here because clearly we need to grow this channel somehow. I already threatened to Cooter Max if more people didn't subscribe, and
Wait, I have a Cooter Max shot of you actually.
Yeah.
Remember when I
yeah.
came in here that day?
Oh, and I was sitting in this chair like cross-legged.
I'll post it to Twitter if y'all
No,
want to
please
see
don't.
playing Cooter Max.
It'll,
For 1,000 subs and $300 super chat. Then we'll share it.
It's just spread out around this thing, and there was
Yeah.
foot going that way and one, and I was like, click.
But yes, way off the rails there, Jason Ellison. Got your $2 worth on that. But yes, rip to Cooter from Dukes of Hazzard. So I like how he got retard maxing in there and Cooter all in the same
yeah,
sentence.
I thought
Just
he
did
was
this.
talking about Matt not being here again this
Right.
week. That was the
Matt's
rip.
our retard maxer.
Exactly.
Yeah, Matt actually isn't retard maxing when you actually realize what retard maxing is.
Oh.
Matt's just retarding.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not maxing it.
Yeah,
You know? He's not maxing it.
Oh.
Oh.
You know, he's just
What else? Spectrum maxing.
which is what's great. You know, Matt gets the other side of this. Usually
Spectrum.
Yeah.
Matt and I are talking shit about Chris when Chris isn't here, but
Yeah.
now we it's the other way around. Chris
Role
gets to give him a hard
reversal.
time. But yeah, thanks Jason for that. And we will get to the other supers in just a few
Release the
minutes here.
Cooter shot.
Listen, super speak volumes. But it is time, I think, to do our Culture for Boomers. And actually, you know, speaking of that, now that they have this Geeks and Gamers Welcome to the Internet show where they're kind of sort of not quite doing Culture for Boomers, maybe what we should do is I should change the intro for this video to actually show Jeremy and Jay and the cast of that show on the Culture for Boomers so that we can preemptively talk about the things that they're going to talk about in 3 months.
So you're just gonna shit talk
Shade.
them.
Yeah. Throw some shade.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, listen, if you know anything about the Geeks and Gamers community, if you're not talking shit about everyone else in the community, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not actually doing it right.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
not doing it right. So maybe we'll do that because we've been threatening to change it to Gary, but I think it might be better to
Yeah,
change it to
Gary's
Jeremy.
not really done anything wrong.
Yeah, no, yeah, he hasn't offended us yet. Well, he has given me like 7 new names that everyone now calls.
Blair.
He calls me Blair and
Blake.
Blake and every B name except for my name. So that
Little
has,
bitch.
yeah, that has happened. See, the chat's here for it too. And turtle, I don't know what turtle maxing is, but that sounds.
Uh-oh.
It's for the uncircumcised.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, that works. All right. Well, it is time, guys. It is time to dig into your Culture for Boomers. Let's do the thing. All right. And so let's see here. For our Culture for Boomers this week, we are I've got a lot teed up here. This is one of those, it's wild. We end up with these weeks where there's like a week where there's nothing, and then there's a week where there's way too much. And I legitimately like cannot keep up with what I'm doing. I wish that Chris would put the camera on Sid attempting to put headphones on because
What
it's
are you talking about?
it is
She
taking
got it perfect the first shot.
literally had to ask for Chris. Like, how do you put these headphones on? How do they go on my head?
Stop. They already think I'm dumb.
It's the blind leading the blind over
Right.
here on the couch, so we're good.
That is true. Now, I do have a lot
Blind.
happening here. I feel like since we've already started out the show talking about cooter maxing,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we should just go back down the same rabbit hole and talk about cooters. You know what I'm saying?
Is it a rabbit hole
well,
Cooter hole.
cooter holes. You know, we should. Yeah. So there's a young lady here who's she's fupa maxing. That's a new term that I am coming up with because I saw this video come up on my feed, and it is one of those where it's gotten traction. It only had a couple thousand likes or whatever, and then people, I literally, it's one of those you go straight to the comments because the thing that the video was made for is not what's viral about it.
Yeah,
it's everything else. So we'll see if you guys see what I saw the second that I watched this and went to the comment section.
Hi there. Is there a project you're working on? I know more than you. All right.
All right. I'm just going to let you see it again there.
I know more than you.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
The distance.
All right. We're going to pause it right there.
This is so mean. I saw this.
Listen, it's not mean.
It is mean.
She's aware.
I know. She took it like a champ.
She took it like a champ, but I think when she posted it, she didn't realize this was going to happen.
But it's all of her videos. It's not just these
because she keeps wearing the same type of pants that give her the world's most massive fupa.
But like clearly this woman does not have a fupa. Like look at her side.
Oh no.
Oh
no. It's happened again. No, Sid, do not encourage him. All right, guys, if y'all don't know, this is the second time this has happened. Our pit bull, oh no.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, the pit bull is busted in at 100 miles an hour. Chris, grab the puck. But yeah, he's see, look, the puck.
No way.
Yeah. Beardo's right. We got Beardo in the chat. He says $9.99 from Fear the Beardo says Blaine only responds to super chats. Listen, this is a big time channel. Just tons of subs. And it's one of those things where there's just so much to get to. I can't keep up, so I can only respond to super chats. Were you in here earlier though? I didn't see. But thanks for the $9.99 Beardo, and you came in at the perfect time, right when Tyson busted through like the freaking Incredible Hulk and about took this entire studio down around him. And then of course Sid's like, "Come to me, come through all of the wires." I'm like, oh my god, this whole place is gonna be toast. We're gonna have no stream anymore. Yeah, I know. Swearing like a truck driver. Yeah, pretty much.
Swear?
So this lady, she posted this video though, and these pants, man, part of why I wanted to show this week too is I wanted you to comment on these pants.
Okay.
And like really break down what's happening here, because I don't know what she was like. She's making herself look like she's built like a 70, 80-year-old woman, and with these pants and just the fupa thing. Like, what's going on?
Well, first of all, she looks like Jodie Foster. Can we?
Right, she's
talk
pretty.
about that?
She's pretty.
And she's really thin.
Right.
It's just these pants, man. And the thing is that a lot of women, we like to wear crop tops, but we also don't want to be like, we're not like trying to Christina Aguilera it with just all of our stomachs showing. So we like to wear the higher pants.
But she's not wearing a crop top. She's wearing a t-shirt.
Yeah, but she's got it, like she's tucked it in. She's trying to give that like short waist vibe.
No, she gave that big fupa vibe.
I think these are Levi 501s jeans, and they're really bad about this for any woman. That's just her uterus. That's just her
uterus fives. That's what she's wearing.
I'm saying like that's what you see there. That's organs.
Yeah.
It is a mistake, is what it is. It is a gigantic mistake. And if you don't,
in her comments, she's like, I can see clearly that I've made a terrible mistake, and I take responsibility. I'm like, oh, this poor lady.
Yeah. The literally second comment is, those jeans are an interesting fit, and she's like, I'm learning that today. I will never wear them again. And so this is where the best part about this goes is we're now into she's leaning into it.
At Ace Hardware, we have everything you need to burn these jeans. The first step is to pick the perfect lubricant to remove the pants. I recommend a good WD-40 for a stuck zipper. Next, pick out the perfect fire pit. I recommend the Solo Stove.
Mm-hmm.
It's got high heat and will be perfect for burning these pants.
Mm-hmm.
Lastly, you need to get a good lighter fluid, and I recommend a long lighter so you don't burn your hands, and that will complete your steps to burning your pants.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
At 8,
I mad props to her, like you said. She leaned into it.
Yeah.
But also, this is kind of like, this is culture for boomers. This is another way of making you aware. Like, look, sometimes you need to like get in front of the mirror, and you need to look at yourself, and you need to say like, am I rocking a big fat fupa today? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And ask yourself that.
Mm.
Look in the mirror.
It's an important question.
Right. Really assess. Or if you're a man, be like, is my moose knuckle showing?
Yeah.
If it is, the answer is different pants. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And then you also don't make a video
In said pants.
or do. You know,
Yeah.
if you're cooter maxing, maybe do. So, I just, this one really made me laugh. I was just like, what? This poor girl, she's getting absolutely roasted. And
I think she's probably just a real one. Like, I doubt she even has a full-length mirror in her house. She works at Ace Hardware. She
Right.
wears Levi's and a Ace t-shirt. That's
Right.
probably what she wears even when she's hanging out
I just don't,
with
how
her
does
friends.
that, like, she's just, the whole upper part of the pants just exploding in like big pants leg. It's just,
Yeah.
how does that happen?
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
Also, if you don't know, I guess we didn't say, for those that don't know what a fupa is, it's a fat upper poussoir area
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
is the breakdown.
A medical term.
Technical.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
the medical term
ITT
for what a
technology.
fupa is. You are welcome. And once again, right on a schedule, Sweet Potato says it's AI.
AI.
It's AI.
100%.
Fully AI'd fupa.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Nobody would wear pants like that except for
Nobody.
AI.
Yeah.
Yeah. AI's got a big fupa.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
You know, I would not be surprised if AI had a fupa. But I did want to get into that. Now, speaking of AI, actually, Chris, that was a perfect transition.
Thank you.
And I loved this
Good job.
because
It was sweet potato.
Oh, it's sweet potato. That is true. So, you know, AI is all the rage these days. And this guy, he's going kind of viral because he's memeing on and he's making fun of all these modern corporations, you know, your local governments, your big governments, all of them, and kind of what they sound like currently.
What if we did AI? What if we implemented AI to the company?
Okay, yeah,
With the times, progressive.
definitely.
Emails, speed it
Heard
up.
this before.
Yeah.
Emails eliminated. 3 jobs gone.
Oh.
Overhead expenses are down.
Yeah.
They're down. They're only 512 now. They're not 64 where they were before.
Yep.
And then we can do Spark Notes, like the whole meeting AI. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're printing things faster. We're getting done things faster.
Printing. It's
We're
so
printing
big right
dollar
now.
bills faster.
What?
Gotta
We
print
don't
faster.
dollar bills.
Maybe with AI we can. We can get it quicker. What do you think?
I-
Implementing artificial intelligence. That's what it stands for.
I think it's good. Just what will we use it for?
We have to ask it. We ask AI how to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. No one's thinking about that except me. What if we
Yep.
did?
Actually.
Big brain.
Literally every company right now.
Oh, I work with that guy.
Yeah.
We call him Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah. Yeah. You have talked about him.
Yeah. Sometimes he's Elon. Sometimes he's Jimmy Neutron.
Right.
Yeah, that's a common theme as well. And
Yeah.
except for the government is like privacy. We can't have anything AI.
Oh,
If
really?
something says AI, we can't do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting. I'm surprised that they're actually being intelligent about that.
Yeah. Well, don't give them too much credit. I guess it's like simple things that aren't actually AI. It's like
Right.
machine learning or
Right.
algorithms. It's like
right.
it's okay, bud. Like,
Right. We can
it's-
use this. It's not going to steal
Right.
anything.
Exactly. It's like the companies say AI because it sounds good, but it doesn't
Right.
sound good for the government.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not really AI. It's
Right.
just semi.
Like just take it out.
Right. Now, also speaking of relevant, many of you, now where I've been on other shows and things like that lately, is I've talked about, you know, it's back to school time,
Mhm.
and my kids, our kids, back to school, and
My kids,
yeah, Chris's kids, yeah,
Everybody's- yeah.
everybody's kids,
kids.
back to school. All the kids are back to school, and this lady, she's going super viral because she's come up with the most brilliant idea for the classroom. I think it should also be implemented kind of in all public spaces. I think that this is very intelligent and an impressive idea, and there's money to be made here in this idea. She just needs to find a way to advertise it. You know what I'm saying? And she's gone really viral for it.
This is our fart corner. If you need to fart, simply come
I got
over
one of
here,
those too.
Yep.
fart, take about 10 seconds, get your little spray going on, go sit down. Nobody's paying attention. Nobody cares. Nobody was worried about it. This is our
Nobody's.
Everyone cares.
Everyone does care.
She's lying to them kids.
Well, that's what I love about this, right? Because she's acting like she's got a class full of silent but deadliers that are going to go in that corner. But what you're going to have is like my son going in that corner and ripping the most epic ass humanly possible.
Oh, yeah.
So that the whole class hears it and everything stops because they know that he's walking to the corner to rip ass.
Yeah.
And it's going to be very loud on purpose.
Yeah. Well, she's giving them permission.
Right.
So it's like,
oh,
heck yeah, I'm going to do this as loud as possible.
Right. It's brilliant in so many ways. It's brilliant on the kids' behalf and hers, you know?
100%.
There's a comment in there that was like, there's a better name for this. Scroll the comments. It's really funny.
Okay.
I can't remember what it's called. They were like, you should have named it the something.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Well, yeah, the gas station.
The gas station.
The gas.
Yeah.
The gas station.
That's good.
Right.
Yeah.
The gas station's good, but I kind of like Fart Corner. It's
It's to the point. It's direct.
It says
You know what you're getting out of that corner.
You do.
Yeah.
And it might, on a bad day, be the shit corner as well.
You never know. Ever.
Especially with kids, you know? And when you make a fart corner, it means that kids are going to go to it to try to fart, which also means somebody might shit. I'm just saying.
And there's nothing better than a little shit in your fart, you know, when it's somebody else, not you.
And then what I love too is the next comment is just all in quotations like, hey, look, Jaden's going to the fart corner. And it's just the picture of the shamed kid being pointed and laughed at. It's like, yeah, that's also going to be it.
That would never happen.
All the kids, she's like, nobody cares. And
Right.
I'm like, that is not true.
Oh, no.
I think farts are the funniest thing.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
world.
Exactly.
You're going to be, these kids are going to be in like high school being like, you remember that time that Jenny went in the fart corner and freaking just blasted us out of the room?
Yeah.
Like, I still think it's a brilliant idea.
It is a great
It's
idea.
funny.
It's like, what happens whenever they get into the workforce? I'm like, where's the fart corner?
Right.
I gotta rip
I
one.
learned
You get
this
used
in
to it.
school. They told me in school there would be a fart corner, and there's not one.
They didn't prepare me for no fart corner.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, but Valencia? Yeah, I think that's her name. Yeah, Valencia. Good idea. Good on her for that. Much appreciated. Now, let's see here. Now, okay. Speaking of farts, poop, you know, things of that nature. You know, I'll probably talk about all of this. I'll probably summon Dan Vask at some point because you guys missed this actually because y'all don't watch Bro Science. One of the funniest moments in Bro Science history, I think, at this point, I used the term in front of Beardo. I said, if it's yellow, let it mellow.
Yeah.
Beardo was perplexed. Never heard it in his life. Thought I was talking about shit. And he thought I was talking about taking yellow shits and leaving them in the toilet.
Leaving them in the toilet?
Literally what he thought.
He thinks that we're depraved in the South.
The whole show had to stop while he confronted me about leaving yellow shits in a toilet. I'm not joking. Also, one of these many moments when Dan gets summoned because he hears that people are talking about shit. And so Dan got summoned because he loves talking about Dookie. And so then everyone had to witness me explaining to Beardo what if it's yellow, let it mellow means.
Yeah.
Because he was just so lost. And so we were going through it and I'm explaining it. And then Dan pops in the chat and adds a third one, a new one. So, you know, it's a second one, you know, if it's if it's yellow, let it mellow. And then he said, if it's black, put it back. And I was like, you know. Okay.
Yeah. So what are we talking about? For people who don't know, not me, clearly. I know what's going on right now.
So you don't know this saying either?
I've heard it before.
But you just didn't know what it meant?
Talking about fruit.
No.
Vegetables?
It's about pee.
Water conservation.
It's water conservation.
What do you mean? The conservation of energy?
This happened around the time that Barney song that was playing for us. It was about brushing your teeth, and it was like, never let the water run.
Yeah.
So you don't like leave the water running while you brush your teeth? This was from that same era.
Yes.
Blaine got confused.
Yeah, I had to process that one for a minute. Well, what brought it to me too, because I was dating a girl in college, and it was during a big water preservation thing. Prove it, yeah.
Blue put it in your.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I interrupted you.
If it's blue, put it in your shoe. Who the hell said that?
Meister.
Meister P.
That's pretty good. That is also accurate.
Meister P, always share your intrusive thoughts.
Yeah.
Please. They're
All right. So this was water conservation. The whole thing was if you pee in the toilet, you can just leave it in there for a little while, so it's not like 100 flushes, you know. But like I was never a fan because I'm like, what if it's like you got like a stinky coffee pee, you know, and it's like asparagus, Cheerio pee, all the types of peas.
I'm sorry, Cheerio pee?
Cheerio pee. Yeah.
What are you talking
I don't know.
What you-
That was the thing when you were kids, you know. You never heard anybody say Cheerio pee?
No.
All right. Somebody in chat back me up on this. You never heard of Cheerio
What
pee?
is Cheerio pee?
It just smells like Cheerios.
Oh, that sounds like a medical problem.
Yeah. You might want to get your kidneys
That's
checked
like
out.
All of these problems are kind of a problem. I mean,
Yeah, true.
but either way, so it was a.
He's like, shut up.
Moving on.
What an idiot over here.
No one's heard of Cheerio pee. See, J-Doge knows Cheerio pee was real. It is a real thing.
Was real.
Get out of here, Jake Stanley.
It's no longer real.
Everyone consort J-Doge from now on. So
Look, I'll take the heat off you, Blaine.
Yeah.
Cheerios, speaking of,
Yes.
is the best cereal, hands down.
Like
Don't
plain
fight.
Cheerios?
Plain
Like
Cheerios.
Honey Nut?
Nope, plain.
Oh God.
They're the best.
Christopher.
No.
Terrible take.
No.
It's not a take. It's a fact.
No. Do you put sugar on them at least?
Oh, it's Chris.
Oh, it's yeah. He's
Sugar.
never gonna.
Do I look like I have diabetes? Don't answer that. It could be true.
Yeah. It's no. Okay, listen with Cheerios.
Yeah.
Which I know you said this before,
They're the best,
not on
man.
the show, but for me, the only kind of Cheerios I mean is apple cinnamon Cheerios.
Yeah.
Okay. Apple cinnamon Cheerios, goated.
Mm.
All the other Cheerios can burn in hell.
Look, it sucks
What
to
do you
be
put
wrong.
them in, like your
but
plain Greek yogurt?
it's not a bad idea. But no, I use milk.
That might
Whole
actually
milk.
be good. Not
Yeah.
plain though. Not plain.
No,
I'd
but that's what
no.
Chris would do because he's a fucking monster.
Look, Cheerios are delicious. Plain
Delicious.
delicious. Scrumdiddlyumptious.
Anyways, I went way the
We
hell
got
off the
real
rails.
sidetracked.
Way off the rails. This video did not go viral, but I love it, and I hope it becomes a new fad, which is why I'm calling attention to it. Also because this man is a local, and he is starting what I believe to be a new fad. He's from our area, and he's doing a new type of review. I thought this was a restaurant review at first, and I heard him mention our area, and so that's why I hung in, and then I realized what he was doing, and I thought it was absolutely hilarious and brilliant, and I hope that this carries on to more people.
What's up, Figure Fam? BJ here with another poo review. This time, I'm at Jersey Mike's on Copperfield Boulevard in Concord, North Carolina. Let's take a look around. We got a soap dispenser, paper towels, toilet seat. It does move around like a Ouija board. That makes it a little rough to poo. Let's take a look at the toilet paper. It's not very well stocked. They're just about out. This right here
That was the last
is the industrial 2-ply we're used to. Nothing special, nothing crazy. It is clean in here. The floor's slick, but I think it's because I walked through something on the way. So I'm not really 100% sure. Overall, it's not a bad experience. I'd put it here again. It's clean. No baby changing station. But other than that, it's good. I'm going to give it let's give it a 6.5 out of 10 on BJ's Poo Review scale. You guys come by here if you're ever in Concord, grab you a sandwich and take you a deuce. Love you, Fecal Fam. We'll see you on the next Poo Review.
Love you, Fecal Fam.
This would be a Concord native.
I mean,
Golly.
what a champion. This guy,
Absolutely. We need to be friends. We need to meet this
for
guy.
real.
We can have him on the show.
Dude, I would do bathroom reviews with him.
Right.
Let's take a deuce together. Yeah.
A groupie poopy.
A communal deuce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really appreciate it.
Groupie poopy and communal douche just ready to rock.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that doesn't rhyme, so it was good.
You know,
Good.
it still sounded
Thank you.
good. Yeah. And as Sweet Potato Night says, you wash your hands first. You know, you wash them first.
Yeah.
Because, you're clean, the bathroom's dirty.
100%.
That's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like that. I've joked about that before where I'm like, washing my hands after I go pee? No. I'm going to wash them before I pee.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm clean. Okay.
Yep.
I'm not a gross person.
Yeah.
What do I need? And I'm going to flush with my foot. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to karate kick that urinal
Yeah.
or that toilet.
Oh,
plunger.
it reminds me of something, and I'm going to ruin it
Oh,
for
no.
myself because you said I could never talk about this publicly.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so
Who's this about, me or you?
it's not about, well, it's about you, but it's about all men. So I saw I saw this thing that said that when y'all pee standing up, if you were to actually, like, if you do it while the sun's shining in, you can see that all the pee particles are just flying everywhere. They're like aerosolized.
Uh-huh.
So women are I'm trying to figure out how, they're asking to be a sit down pee household.
All right. Yeah. And we got Beardo here in the chat. He's gonna agree with me.
He's gonna be
He's gonna be agree with me. My instant response when she was like, your pee, it's gonna spray it, and I was like, I'm not gonna fucking sit down to pee. Do I look like a little lady?
That you said I'm not gonna ever admit if I agree to that, and
I said if I were ever to agree with that,
I'll call you a liar.
I would never agree to it, and I would, and if
that doesn't make sense. Hold on.
For some reason she was to convince me to, I definitely would never admit it, and I would call her a liar. But
well, you just solved the case, Blaine. You just solved your own case.
That was all following me saying, hell no, I am not gonna. Now my son, on the other hand, he does need to sit to pee because he pisses everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
listen, yeah, exactly, Beardo. Listen, I would pee on the floor before I sat down to pee. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
Because you're a peer.
Are you a sit to peer?
No, it's just I have nothing against it. There's nothing wrong with sitting and peeing. I sit and poop and pee. I pee when I poop.
All poo times are pee times.
That's right. But all pee-pee times are not poo-poo times. Okay. Right. Yes, we 100%. All understand that.
Yeah.
But all pee-pee times are standy times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
or me time.
Blasting pee-pee molecules.
Yeah. Also, we don't need some like high-tech science experiment like the sun coming in.
Right.
We can just go to a urinal.
Right.
And if you're wearing shorts, brother, your shins are wet. Okay.
You dead ass.
100%.
You have to sit down to pee. This cannot continue.
Well, you can't sit down on a urinal. I mean, you can.
Right. Well,
have I done that in this household?
Right.
No.
Sit down to pee. You should never have told me that, Chris.
Sorry, but look. If you don't have wet shins after visiting a urinal with shorts on, you got a small urethra. But lucky for you, okay? I don't know, but it's common knowledge.
Yeah, completely common knowledge. Completely. So, anyways, I just wanted to showcase this guy because I hope he blows up and becomes famous, and maybe we'll have him on the show one day. Like I said, this is one of those weeks where I have way too much to cover. So I think I'm just going to cover. Jack Mack has broken down the news. I've talked about Jack Mack in the past. Jack Mack works for Barstool. He does a good job of rounding up, current things that are going on, doing similar to how we do here. So I'm going to showcase his video because I found out about this from him, so I might as well give him the praise for calling attention to this because it's absolutely freaking hilarious.
Nickname Pablo Plechkabar for the alleged.
Yes. Now, once again, he just said Pablo Plechkabar.
Plechkabar.
Yeah.
Nickname Pablo Plechkabar for the alleged kingpin of this entire Penn State drug trafficking operation is what a nickname. Now, I don't think whoever came up with that is involved in this situation in the indictment, but if he or she is, they should be given a pardon. Pablo Plechkabar. They were having the pledges cut the snow up and put it into bags. There's so many unbelievable parts about this story. I did a full video on it. Got the feet kicked up in the studio. The bright lights like I'm in the octagon for the UFC. But, you just finished editing. I broke down everything, but one of my favorite parts of the story was the guy that ended up flipping on Pablo Plechkabar. His dad was also involved in all this. He got arrested. He's currently a lawyer in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. and his specialty in law is transportation. Hey, this was out of a movie, man.
Dude,
this is like an Ozark spinoff. So yeah, go watch. Go get the link.
I'll watch the movie.
Yeah,
for sure.
It is absolutely going to be a movie. So this is news that just happened. I'll give you the actual news story now, but this is currently breaking.
The alleged ringleader of that frat house cocaine operation at Penn State University is in police custody tonight, described by a local newspaper as a former accounting student, 24 years old, and according to witnesses to the grand jury, the largest cocaine dealer at one of the largest universities in America, making considerable amounts of money. Our Meg Oliver has the update from Central Pennsylvania.
Tony, 24-year-old Agostino Abatiello turned himself in this morning and is behind bars here at the Center County Correctional Facility. Abatiello, a former Penn State student, was arraigned on numerous felonies, including multiple counts of possession with intent to deliver cocaine. On Monday, 13 current and former Penn State students were charged, along with a parent, a prominent Pittsburgh attorney, Paul Robinson, who allegedly tried to conceal evidence. Prosecutors say two off-campus fraternities, Sigma Chi and Delta Upsilon, appeared to be hubs for the operation and allegedly used pledges to package the drugs. According to grand jury testimony, Abatiello was purchasing around 100 grams of cocaine from his source in New York every 3 to 6 weeks. In a statement, Penn State said in part, criminal activity such as this has no place at our institution. Penn State says Sigma Chi has no formal relationship to the university, and they have suspended Delta Upsilon pending an investigation. Tony?
Meg, thank you very much. The alleged ringleader.
Dude. Wild shit.
This is the kind of news I want to be seeing.
Yeah. Oh, it's freaking hilarious. It's great.
You don't like the poops and farts? What? You don't like the poops and farts?
Yeah.
I'm saying, there's a lot of terrible news happening. This is good old-fashioned news.
Yeah, it is.
This is American news.
But this is good news, though. This is like some news you can chew on. It's not like some horrific shit that you can't forget that you heard. You're like, I'm glad I heard this, and I hope they make a movie about it.
Yeah, because he does look like McLovin. Someone said he looks like
totally.
McLovin. Yeah.
Yeah.
The same guy could play him in the movie.
You guys and your AI. Yeah, as Thundaria said, he's an entrepreneur,
Yeah, this is capitalism in action.
Right.
This man is making money moves.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. These guys are just the fact, and that's the thing. Everybody knows that freaking fraternities, sororities too, but definitely fraternities are an absolute fucking menace on society. They're the worst humans always.
Yeah.
Absolutely always. I'm literally currently listening to a murder podcast involving a fraternity right now.
Mm-hmm.
But they're always up to no good. Yeah. And this is just of course this was happening.
Right.
It's freaking hilarious though.
Yeah. And it's cocaine, which means of course he's white.
Right.
That's like the whitest drug
to peddle. Sort of Hispanic though also. I think he was. Look at Italian or
Either
something.
Either that or he's culturally appropriating Pablo Escobar.
Right.
Brother, that's the whitest man I've ever seen.
Well, he does. He kind of looks a little
Jewish.
Tiny hat. Yeah. There you go.
I'll say Jewish.
Listen,
he does look.
I don't want to summon him upon us. All right. I'm trying to be careful.
All right. I'll sidetrack you real quick.
We say schmooish around here. Okay.
Schmooish. Shmuel.
Yeah, of course.
I'll sidetrack. I didn't know what this was about, obviously. I literally thought they were talking about the wood cleaner. I was like, what the fuck does pledge
like a wood cleaner?
How? But now it makes sense. Yeah. Pledges for
spoken like a guy who didn't live the college life.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't blame you, smart man. But yeah.
Let's not go that far. But.
Right. Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's a freaking wild story. Also, Tracy, good to see you here in the chat. And it's dude, just absolutely wild story. It had me freaking laughing. I can't believe this shit happened. I am curious to see what shakes out with this. Obviously, probably lots of people going to jail.
Yeah.
Probably is what's going to happen.
Probably not, actually.
Right. Yeah.
His dad's an attorney.
Right.
He's white.
Right.
It's cocaine.
Or even worse, schmooish. He'll definitely get out then.
Yeah. Why aren't you involved in this conversation, Sydney? Join in. Come roll in the shit with us, please.
I'm not.
All right, fine.
And but yeah, that was just a little crazy piece of news. Now there's another big piece of news. I was trying to decide. It's like, all right, we got a little bit of actual like entertainment news, but do we want to keep Culture for Boomer in here? I've got some legit news going on as well.
Depends on what it is. Show me the video you would show.
Well, we're gonna have to show it.
But it's
show you.
No, I can see the thumbnail. Which one?
It's the one on the upper left. It's I don't know if you know about this news either.
Oh, okay.
But this is breaking news as well. There's two videos. I won't play them both. I'll just play this, and then if I need to dig into it more, I will.
So now that this guy is all of our sleep paralysis demon, I think it's
Are you guys familiar with this man?
No.
Yeah, it's my sleep paralysis.
Okay.
We go way back.
Okay. This is quite possibly they are describing it as potentially like one of the world's biggest serial killers that has just been caught.
How big is he?
I think I did hear about this.
Physically or
300-400 pounds?
Yeah, it may be. He's well in the picture on the left next to his bride, he looks like he's about 2 foot tall. But I'll let you guys find out about this guy. Also, he sounds like he could have came from Sid's family.
Important that we know everything we can about him. And I want to talk about this interview he did because it is wild with relation to this whole case. For starters, he's a fully proud, admitted, perverted sociopath.
I can't pretend that I'm anything other than a sociopathic villain, you might say.
But on top of that, he was basically Walter White in the 70s. I'm not even talking about dissolving people in barrels or anything. He was a kingpin, multimillionaire at making what Walter White was making. And he had a whole background in computer science, but also chemistry, and bragged about kind of low-key changing the crystal game in his area with a unique new formula.
This television show called Breaking Something or Other, the idea that that character on there developed his own chemistry and all that kind of stuff. Well, gee, I mean, they should pay me royalty, shouldn't they?
Once they'd caught on to him, he went into fugitive mode and was a fugitive for years, and says that he loved that part of his life. He had a wife and kid at the time, Eugene Horsch, his son, who was just a little kid while this was all going on. Then kind of realizes they're closing in on him, turns himself in, does this prison sentence. Then he gets out after multiple years and starts to try and turn his life around. He gets jobs, programming games. He's got an IT gig bringing in the dough. But while all this is happening, his wife, who had stuck with him through all of this while he was a fugitive and all this with their young son, she gets hooked on prescription medication and ends up not alive anymore. And the craziest part of that whole thing is it happened right in front of Eugene, their son. This kid, already 7 years old, he's witnessed his mom lifeless in their home. The father clearly fancies himself as an intellectual. He thinks all of his dirty, depraved movies were very deep. He's trying to be very poignant with them. Some of the most telling things are the descriptions for him as an author on Amazon, his books, his movies. He was making films, mock ones, but maybe not mock ones. A lot of the women that he used in these films were just people from around who were suffering with different addictions and stuff, and he would put these women in his movies.
In 2006, you made a notorious film called Snow. What are your memories of that?
I think there might have been something in the news about a serial killer who had filmed himself and that kind of stuff. And I, of course, was kind of a natural as a serial killer. It wasn't much of a stretch at all.
There are sound bites in this interview where he's talking about being a sociopath and wanting to push the limits further and further.
The problem is I have no fantasies left. I can't think of anything that I haven't done. On the other hand, I kind of have the confidence that if I look hard enough, I'll always be able to find an extreme that I haven't experienced. There's something out there.
What we know is that RC's ex-wife went missing about 3 years after this interview. His caretaker went missing in 2023, just a couple years before he passed away. And one of the craziest details by far is that back in 2025 in May, there was actually a fire at the house, and that tipped police off to this massive grow-op totaling nearly $300K street value. And that same month, RC passes away from his lung condition. But this was before the traffic stopped. There was already an investigation going on into them, but somehow they didn't find these tapes until recently. There's also this little piece basically inferring that this guy had been taking girls. So, there's a lot of smoke. There's been a lot of smoke for years, multiple women's last known locations at this house. I think what we can say for certain is that whatever was going on at that house, it ain't nothing. There's something there. So now that
Dear God.
Absolutely crazy. So, disturbing, dark, all of that, yes. Reason I want to call attention to, obviously, like, this is going to be big news. Like,
Well, they're going to rush the freaking Netflix documentary.
Probably.
And it's going to suck.
Yeah, because it's going to miss a whole lot of what actually happened and everything, because they're going to be discovering stuff about this for a while.
Yeah.
But this thing, like, this dude might end up going down as one of the most, like, prolific, just criminal, like, you know, psychos, whatever, sociopaths out there.
Yeah.
So
gross.
Yeah, gross. But there will be podcasts about this dude. There will be documentaries. But this is all just starting to break. Like I said, I had some other videos and stuff on it too. But
That was pretty good, though. Like, that was.
he did a good breakdown. Yeah. So, but you'll start to probably hear more about all of this over the next like couple weeks,
When
month,
people
whatever.
get over Lindsay Clancy.
Yes, exactly. Because that's currently taking over.
Yes.
But this is kind of the
telling
underground
me.
story that's breaking literally in the past 2 days. So
Yeah. Are you
Lindsay.
planning on talking about the Lindsay Clancy?
I
shit?
don't know. Because
Do
we
you
don't
know anything about what's happening with this?
not enough.
So
I know of it, but
I feel like this is relevant because, like, right now, all of the blue-haired women in the nation are watching this trial live, and they've all convinced themselves that this woman who Minecrafted her 3 young children is the victim.
Right.
And it is a
Which
little
is
nuanced because she
wild.
she did seek care, mental health care, and it didn't go well for her. And that's all true and everything. But they're trying to say that the husband did it. These women all believe that they're watching this trial and that her attorney is about to, they're all delusional, and they think that her attorney is going to somehow prove in the middle of her trial, which is really just to decide if she's criminally responsible or if she was insane,
Mhm.
right? That's all the trial is like, she definitely did it, but we just want to know, is she criminally responsible? All these women are convinced that they're going to, her attorney is going to prove that the dad did it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no evidence that
Right.
he did it. Like, there's a couple of like strange things, like he changed his shoes at a certain point. Like, there's pieces of things that people are attaching to.
Guilty.
But it's crazy.
Right.
And the reason I say this is relevant to Culture for Boomers is because people are breaking up right now because of this. So I saw one thing that's gone viral.
Liberal couples are breaking up.
No, if this is opposite. So this is a young black dude, and he shared with his older brother, who's 21 years old.
Yeah.
He shared with his older brother that he broke up with his girlfriend because the girlfriend is on Lindsay Clancy's side.
Right.
Yeah.
And he said, I want this woman to have children with me one day.
Right.
If I'm going to date her, I want to marry her. And
Right.
we are completely incompatible because she's on Lindsay Clancy's side.
Well, that's why I said liberal women. I don't mean that he is.
Well, I'm sure liberal women are breaking up with their boyfriends too, but I'm just saying this is the flip side of that, where this is a person this is a male who is like, you're like, this is too much.
Yeah.
So it's very relevant.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He was thinking about proposing and he was like, I called it off.
Good.
Hey.
Yeah.
Dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
Don't let the P word rule your life.
Right. That's
Use your brain.
Yeah.
It helps.
Yeah. Yeah. Use the right head, not the wrong one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is a crazy story, though. So I did want to cover it because we might be hearing more about it later. And I just was like, holy smokes, this is insane. So, yeah, keep an eye out for that. You'll be hearing more about it probably in the coming future, I would assume. We'll see, if more breaks about it. But to leave Culture for Boomers on a lighter note, I will show you this video that gave me a chuckle that I was going to show on Bro Science yesterday and didn't get a chance to. But welcome to watching a redneck do redneck shit.
Yeah.
Shark! 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 Oh! Ma'am, get him!
Hang out. We've all been there.
Get him, ma'am! Get him!
That's a decent sized shark.
Yeah.
Watch his teeth! He'll get ya! Shark! Shark! Shark!
Absolutely.
Ma'am, get
insane.
him!
Big ball ones.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like
Get him,
pure
man!
muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get him!
He's so excited.
Watch his teeth! He'll
Keep an eye
get
on
ya!
those teeth.
Yeah.
Shark! Shark! Shark!
That's an absolute Chad right there,
Yeah.
just a real one.
I feel like that shark might be dead, though.
No, they didn't kill it.
You don't think? No,
No.
I'm saying it might have already been dead.
He was moving. He was fighting him.
Yeah.
I don't know. That could have been special effects.
What might have happened? They're kind of in a more shallow area, obviously.
Yeah.
they might have caught him earlier and tired him out, and so he was a little tired.
Oh, yeah.
And my guess is he was just kind of hanging, and he was tired out from them pulling him in.
Yeah, he was tuckered out.
Right.
Had a doozy of a day.
Yep,
Shark
exactly.
didn't
He's
want
like,
none of
oh,
that
man,
guy."
I've been on this line for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Well, one thing's for sure, he wasn't expecting that.
No.
So like off the top ropes dive onto him. Yeah.
I mean, really, like, everybody wants to go out punching a shark. He should have just gave him a good sock to the jaw.
Yeah.
You know, so they could say that he punched a shark.
Just in case.
Because then you can tell people, like, I punched a shark in the mouth.
But not in self-defense.
They don't need to know that. They just need to know you punched a shark.
I can guarantee that's not the last time that man's going to catch a shark or jump on a shark.
Yeah.
This is a trend at this point. For him.
Probably. Yeah.
Especially if this video does well.
Right. Which it probably will. He'll
all
become
these
the shark
sharks
guy.
are going to be jumped on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to be the guy that jumps on sharks.
Yep.
So, but yeah, props to all you guys out there jumping on sharks and punching them in the mouth. You know, and we got some supers we need to get to, but that has been it for your culture for boomers. All right. And now, moving on from culture for boomers, I do need to get to some of those supers we have really quick. I got a big one sitting here that I wanted to get to. We have $30 from
Holy moly.
Bob, the man, the myth, the legend, Bob Loves Movies. He was on the channel last week. Go check it out. We talked about Ghost Rider, and he said, hey, guys, I hope everyone on the panel and in the chat are having a great night so far. Can't stick around, but we'll catch the replay later. Enjoy the rest of the stream, and have a great evening. You too, brother. Great to have you here in the chat, at least for a little while.
Yeah.
And thanks for the 30, brother. We really do appreciate it, and for the support of the channel. And yeah, I'm curious, Bob, if what you're going to be reviewing, if anything, this week. I've been kind of slacking it just because, well, last week I was out of town. I still want to see End of Oak Street, even though everybody was on the fence about it, the new dinosaur movie. I don't know if you heard about it, but yeah, Chris didn't, obviously.
What are you talking about?
But
I know
yeah,
all about it.
Ewan McGregor is in it, and it's about a family and their house. Well, actually, their entire neighborhood somehow gets teleported. And it's they're from the 80s, and their house and their whole neighborhood and everything gets teleported to Jurassic times and are like injected into a world of dinosaurs and stuff.
That's
so
cool.
Yeah, it seemed cool, but everybody's mixed. It's at like a 50 something on Criticless right now.
Oh.
But I think it is from a very misunderstood filmmaker that we really like and love, and it's done by the guy that did Under the Silver Lake and It Follows.
Oh.
So
He's a weirdo.
he is absolutely a weirdo, which has me more intrigued about the movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but Bob, thanks for the 30, brother. We really do appreciate it. And going back to some earlier ones here, we did have Quagmire here for 10 and said, I've been gone for a little while, just a busy summer, lots of housework before winter. I feel you, dude. Yeah. Know how that goes. Summer stays busy, and especially if you're in one of those colder places. For everybody like where we are, where it's like trying to stay away from outside until the temperature drops a little bit, and then it's fall and spring, and I'm like, then the housework starts. Then the things like potentially doing the other studio and things like that. That's why I'm like, I want to do it, but I'm like, it's way too damn hot to even think about that at this point.
Yeah, me and Quag been working hard on the house, getting things prepped for our winter. You know.
We're gonna winter together.
Yeah.
Yeah, for your
nesting happening.
That's right. That totally tracks. That makes sense. And thanks, Quagmire, for the 10, brother. We really appreciate it. And we have a few others in here. I'll pull up really quick. Thundarius 5 for 2 says, release the cooter shot. Listen, like I said.
Oh, I'm going to. For Blaine.
For the Blaine's cooter.
Nope.
Blaine's cooter.
Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. Nope, not mine. Not mine.
You should have been more specific.
Y'all heard it from her, not me. Y'all heard it. Thanks, Thundarius. And we did have Slipping Into the Void. Good to see you in here, Matt. With 10 jewels. Said
Matthew.
Hiding. Yeah, he's hiding. And Tracy Sparkles for 2 jewels says Sparkles has her own special one. And we have a few others in here too, which we'll get to in just a moment. But I do want to pull up J Doge's here. Member for 7 months says, given the subject, I want to make sure everyone has listened to Moose Knuckle Shuffle by Hot Country Nights. I've never heard it. Sounds like a fantastic song.
We got to check it out.
Yeah, we
sure.
got to check that out.
Is Hot Country Nights that Dierks Bentley band?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about? The one where he made the 90s. It's Dierks Bentley, but it's his 90s.
Right. It could be. It very well could be. We'll have to check it out. We'll have to look it up. So remember that Moose Knuckle Shuffle by Country Nights. That sounds amazing. Thanks, J Doge. We'll check that out.
Also, Country Nights.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the might not be the
right,
but yeah,
might be the wrong ones.
J Doge said I was right. It is Dierks.
That's pretty cool.
Big brain.
That is awesome.
Big brain.
Yep.
Yeah. That's awesome. All right. So we're going to keep on trucking here. We do have a little bit of news that I wanted to cover because there is 2 things that have broke that I don't think anyone in this space is going to be talking about, which is why I like to cover the weird entertainment news on this channel, simply because we hear less about it. Everybody covers the popular stories because really, to be frank, that's all that gets traffic with the algorithm. But when it's on a show like this, we can kind of cover whatever we want. And so I like to cover the more obscure news. So that way you guys can keep an eye on it. Actually, recently some movie came out. I can't remember what it was. And somebody tagged me and was like, holy crap, I remember you talking about this like over a year ago. They're actually like, it's coming out and it's a real deal. And I'm like, I know. That's why like a lot of these things come out, like they just seem like they stealth come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, this has actually been brewing for a while and just nobody talks about it because the algorithm doesn't I did on this channel. If you go way back on our videos, I did daily news covering the weirdest shit, all kinds of entertainment news. But the problem is the algorithm just literally didn't show it to anybody. It had to be about freaking Star Wars or Marvel or me just shitting on some major property for it to get any traction. So it kind of sucks, but that's kind of how it goes. And yes, it was Crisco. That's right. And he was talking about rivals of it's not Amish though, it's Amziah, I think, but it probably got auto-corrected. Amziah King. Yeah. So it's a new Matthew McConaughey movie that's coming out or is out now. I was very excited about it. Still am. It's one of those that was at like the indie film festivals and stuff. And that was what I was talking about because everybody that went to this festival was like, it's the best movie I've seen all year. It might be the best movie I've seen in the past couple of years. Very excited about it, and I do plan to check it out. Probably won't until it hits home release. But yeah, so Crisco, thanks for that reminder. I was trying to remember what it was, but yeah, it was quite some time ago. Yeah. So I do like to cover the more obscure stuff. And this first one here is super well. Actually, first, before I even do that, what I will do is we'll run the bumper just cause. Sid's freaking out.
What?
She says there's ants.
There are ants.
It's because the kids leave things in this room.
Children, they're covered in ants.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah, they're always just kids are covered in ants. If you ever had kids, you know they're just covered in ants. So this new piece of news here is so strange. I just wanted to talk about it because I couldn't even process it. It's just so weird. Let's see. I need to set this up better to where it doesn't cover it up.
Yeah, you do.
Well, maybe we'll do which one? Is that better? No, that's not good. Maybe that's good.
There you go.
There,
article in front.
Right.
Article just needs to be a little bigger.
Right. Maybe. Then it kind of covers my face, but you know, it's kind of we can just all lean to the side.
Lean with it.
We'll lean. Yeah, we'll lean. All right. Yeah. So the news here is that update layout. The news here is that what are y'all laughing at my commentary?
No, your tism didn't just come out.
Listen,
it's fine. It's good.
All right, I'm doing what I can. I have something in my left eye.
It's
driving me insane. I can barely see out of this eye currently.
You're overstimulated.
No, I think I have something very large in my eyeball. Is what's going on. I can.
Sorry, I'll zip up my pants.
Yep, that's good. That's good. So the news here is that Charlie Hunnam gets Sons of Anarchy gang back together for FX meta series called Legends. So I was like, holy shit, like Sons of Anarchy is back. Like Kurt Sutter, the guy who created it, he kind of got canceled and shit like a while back. I was just like, oh man, this is big news. Everybody loved Sons of Anarchy. Like, for example, now I've talked about this in the past as well, is that like the whole Yellowstone, everything that Taylor Sheridan is doing over there is like he was a Sons of Anarchy alumni. And he literally just took the stuff that he learned from Sons of Anarchy and what made it successful, and then just did it with cowboy shit. Like,
interesting.
That's what
I can see
did.
the correlation though, like between cowboys and
bikers.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Exactly.
it's like communal. You have a family. It's very like, this is your life. It's a lifestyle situation.
And it's kind of that like blue collar adjacent like community, you know?
Yeah.
And so, anyways, I was excited because I was like, holy shit, they're bringing Sons of Anarchy back. Don't get fooled, guys. That is not what is happening. Sons of Anarchy is not coming back. This is, as they say in the title, a meta series. So this is super
Facebook.
Yes, it's a Facebook series.
Gross.
So this is super weird. So what it says here is on Legends, the cast of Sons of Anarchy, who will play themselves. So they did get the original cast back. The cast of Sons of Anarchy who will play themselves are reuniting at a fan convention after more than a decade, and the line between life and art blurs as the fractured brotherhood find themselves up against a real-world threat more dangerous than anything they have ever faced in their show.
You know who I am.
Right.
That's the gayest sounding shit I've ever heard. Are you kidding me? These bikers go to a convention.
Right. Well, no, they're not bikers. They're playing themselves. They're playing the actors of Sons of Anarchy. So like Charlie Hunnam will be Charlie Hunnam signing autographs and such as Jax Teller. Like, well, as
it's the dude playing the dude dressed as the dude.
Yes.
I gotcha.
Disguised as the other dude. Yeah, pretty much. So literally, it's like all of these people are just at a comic convention for Sons of Anarchy, and then something goes awry, and it becomes like an episode of Sons of Anarchy.
That sounds atrocious.
Yeah.
Also, I've never thought about a Sons of Anarchy con.
Right.
Also sounds like the worst place on earth. No offense.
Hey, Sons of Anarchy
I don't
was
want to
an
get
excellent
shot.
show. Okay.
Well, okay. Look,
I never watch it.
No. That's why I said okay. It's fine. I've never.
No, Sons of Anarchy is great. Well, it was great back in the day. I don't know how it holds up now, but I loved it back in the day.
I got you.
So,
but a con.
Yeah.
It's not bringing out the best of the bests.
Right.
All right.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Which, and I guess it could be at a bigger con where they're just doing a signing where they're representing themselves. You know, that could be what it is. Not actually a Sons of Anarchy con. We don't know all the details yet. But the interesting thing here is that like this isn't a spinoff, and the biggest part here, and I do have the article. I guess I could technically share that as well. Let's see here if they let me easily do it. Let's see how talented I am at using. Oh no, I think the article's gone. Oh wait, no, I found it. Okay.
We're on the edge of our seat.
Listen, hey, I have this situated. Okay, don't judge me. So the weird thing about this is that Kurt Sutter, he's one of those showrunners that was very much known for the show. Like he was in the whole last season of the show. It was just heavily involved. He is not involved with this at all. He's not in it. He's not in. He's technically now endorsing it because he loves Charlie Hunnam and all these people. But like I said, he kind of got canceled. But so he's involved with it, or he's not involved with this, but he's just kind of like, yeah, this is happening. They didn't ask me. I'm not like, they're just doing it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So was he like the guy for Sons of Anarchy?
He's
like
the guy who created it.
Oh, so yeah, he is the guy.
Yeah. It's kind of like Taylor Sheridan. I mean, but he was the guy that created Sons of Anarchy. So he's kind of a little bit of an eccentric, weird guy. But that's him on the right, Charlie Hunnam on the left. But he loves Charlie Hunnam and a lot of the other people with the cast. But like I said, he had beefs after he got canceled and stuff. But I just thought that this was so odd and that he's not involved with it, but that they're making this show. Other weird thing, one of the people I was looking down here, Rob Mack, previously known as Rob McElhenney from Always Sunny, is producing this show. He's like one of the showrunners of this show. So there's some interesting things around this. Maybe it ends up good.
It'll be funny.
It could be. I think it is going to be funny. It's going to be like a goofy action comedy. Probably feel a little bit like Always Sunny or something, but with the cast of Sons of Anarchy playing themselves, having to endure what their characters did.
All I can think of is that Charlie Hunnam is so opposite of Jax Teller. Like So many women were like all about Jax Teller.
Right.
But then you see Charlie Hunnam and you're just like, womp womp. Because he's just kind of, I don't know. He's just kind of like a little beta. But anyway, I think it's hopefully they play off of that intentionally and make that funny that he's
not a badass
dude.
Yeah.
Like not at all.
Yeah, I hope they do. I mean, it's as I pulled up here a minute ago, as Super Nerd said, it's Galaxy Quest for bikers.
I love Galaxy Quest.
I mean, this is going to be like Galaxy Quest, like legit. It's Galaxy Quest, but just based on a real property. Like it could be good. The fact that Kurt Suiter's not involved kind of bothers me a little bit. Maybe they'll pull him in since he's kind of giving it a good word and like whatever. But like, it's already brewing. This is absolutely happening, and I mean, he says he thinks it's going to be fun. It sounds like Charlie Hunnam is kind of steering the ship on this. So I also like that aspect because he was very invested. This is the show that made him.
Right.
So this could be cool. Keep your eye on it. I don't know. I just saw it and I was like, this is weird as shit.
Yeah.
Especially like I said, with Rob McElhenney involved, like everything about it is just kind of weird.
Yeah.
Kind of cool, but also kind of like maybe not. I don't know.
I feel good about it. I feel like it's gonna be good.
It could be.
All right. I is here looking at it through the lens of Galaxy Quest for bikers makes me want to watch it.
Right.
But it also makes me think that it's going to alienate a lot of the actual fans of the actual series. Like I don't feel like the people who watch Sons of Anarchy are huge fans of Galaxy Quest.
Right.
But, you know, I could be wrong. But for me, I do think like I would be more interested to watch it with that perspective.
Which, and that could be the thing, is that it pulls in some of the people that weren't, didn't watch the show.
Yeah.
And then it could ignite people to be like, hey, I'm going to go watch this show. This was cool.
Right.
Yeah.
And the thing is that like, I feel like a lot of the shows from that time, honestly, now have kind of held up better because things have been so shitty and so just like
things
weird.
were so great during that time.
Yeah.
You literally said, I remember one time, I was like, why is everything so good? Everything we watch is so good.
Yeah.
Like,
it was during peak TV.
I was like, I don't have enough time in my life to watch all these amazing shows. And I remember him saying, well, this is the golden age of TV. It won't always be this way.
Yeah.
And
it wasn't.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's so sad. Remember when everything was good and you were just like, I have to like prioritize.
Right.
Oh yeah, too much to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Blaine Stradamus.
Yeah.
That's my new name. It's like everything.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that, Blaine Stradamus. Yeah. Because I do be out here predicting stuff,
Yeah.
Now, one more thing I want to pick up or show you guys, because I feel like this will kind of come out of nowhere. You won't know it's happening. There's like a part of this news that has me extremely excited. And then another part of it where I'm like, oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
You're like, good news,
Here
bad
we go
news.
again.
I don't know if you guys know that this is brewing in the chat. I know these two don't. But we are getting a Treasure Island movie that's coming out. Sid, what are you whispering about over here? What is happening? What is happening? There's all kinds.
I'm not
Sydney. What are you yapping about?
Okay.
It has nothing to do with the show.
Okay. All right. You can tell.
All right. I literally said it's hot in here and I forgot to put deodorant on. And he's sitting next to me.
Yeah.
Gosh. Thanks a lot, Blaine.
It's fine.
Now I'm embarrassed.
They can smell you through the screen now.
Smell-o-vision.
Yeah, smell-o-vision.
All the rage.
Yeah. We're going to charge for that, guys, just so you know.
Oh, God. People would pay.
Yeah, they would.
Apologizing
Yeah.
secretly, and you blew up my spot.
I'm sorry. But so the news here is that we are getting a Treasure Island movie, and right now I'm very excited. I fucking love Treasure Island.
Same.
Love it.
Dude,
and you
talk
love
about-
Muppet Treasure Island.
Why do you say it like that? Like there's some kind of condescension.
I'm just saying, you love Muppet Treasure Island. Yeah.
You like Muppet Treasure Island.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
You'll watch anything, Treasure Island.
Your special needs. You love puppets.
They're very
pirates.
relatable.
They are.
Very friendly. I like them. Yes, Muppet Treasure Island is fantastic. It's great.
And Jason Ellison says you're BO Maxing.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. Chris was saying something.
But yes, so
something before he started making fun of you for liking Muppet Treasure
I don't know. You were talking about liking Treasure Island.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I was. Yeah. No, that was pretty much
Chris,
it. It was just like
asking this for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know if you actually ever did it because I've been trying to push everyone I know to do this for a long time. I don't think you ever did.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever watch Black Sails?
No.
Okay.
I didn't. I know you've recommended it and you really liked it.
Black Sails is hands down one of the best TV shows ever made. Actually, surprisingly enough, produced by Michael Bay.
That is surprising.
With that being said, it is a prequel to Treasure Island. So with this movie a brewing, I would say go back and watch Black Sails because it is phenomenal and because it is a prequel. It is about how everyone gets to Treasure Island, like to that point. It's just how their lives played out before that book or that story.
Okay.
It's so very good.
Gotcha.
So the news here is that we are getting a Treasure Island movie. The bad news here, or maybe excellent news, it could be either, is that it's directed by Ridley Scott. Ridley Scott of late, legendary director, has been putting out some dog shit, some bad movies. His Gladiator sequel is one of the worst films I have seen in the past 5 or 6 years, and that's saying something because we've been getting some real hot trash.
Yeah.
Bad movie. And that's not the only bad thing he's put out over the past few years. And I'll say this, also part of why I want to talk about the story, he does have a new movie coming out soon. I think that's why he's doing press right now, and he's talking about this. But he has announced that we are going to have in this movie Hugh Jackman, which is cool. Hugh Jackman is not playing who I thought he was going to be playing, which did surprise me a little bit. So he's playing Long John Silver, which I was not expecting. I think that's a little bit of a weird choice. I figured he'd be playing someone else. I mean, it's a very main character, though, in that story. So for that reason, it kind of makes sense.
I think he's like reached that age to where he's now playing the like senior roles, even if he.
Oh, he does need to be playing senior roles for sure.
And
But
I think of Long John Silver as.
I know, and I think that part of my problem is in my head. I see Black Sails Long John Silver, which is young. He's young in that because it's a prequel, and so it's like I'm almost more familiar because I've seen so much of Black Sails versus there's a handful.
A lot of Muppet Treasure Island.
There's a lot of Muppet Treasure Island out there, you know. So, anyways, this is happening, and as Jason said in the chat, and it's here in this article. Is that The Dog Stars is his new movie. I'll say this. If The Dog Stars is good, that might bode well. Maybe he's got his mojo back. Like, maybe this movie will be good. But I just don't have a lot of hope, and it seems like you guys in the chat as well, like saying Ridley shouldn't direct. The problem is,
Ridley Scoot.
Ridley Scoot. No, I said Ridley shouldn't. But Ridley Scoot as well. Ridley Scooty. Yeah, I don't know that he's the best choice. The problem is when he's attached to more properties like this that are like a bit more grounded, he almost seems to struggle more. And so, especially of late, because he doesn't seem to have a lot of restraint. And he just really gets into kind of the weeds, and he tends to film too much. And it's just, I don't know. He just doesn't have a lot of restraint as a director.
Sounds like he's doing too much.
He does too much.
Yeah.
And so we'll see. Maybe this is good. Maybe it's not. But he is talking about some other people in this. He's saying that in this article, he points out they're talking about other people that he wants for it. And he's saying that he, outside of Hugh Jackman, he wants Hugh Grant to be in the movie. And then he wants the young kid that was in the recent show Adolescence to be in it as well.
It's a lot of Hughes.
Yeah, it is. So we will see.
Huge amount of Hughes.
Huge. We will see if this is any good, but it is brewing. Just know it's being planned. He says it's his follow-up to this Dog Stars movie. But also, if this Dog Stars movie does not do well or is poorly received, it might affect this movie.
So they're related.
No.
So like
Dog
you said
Stars
it's a
is not
lead
connected to this.
Oh.
It's just Dog Stars is coming out literally in like a month.
Okay.
Or maybe less. And he's doing press right now. That's why he's talking about this.
Gotcha.
I think he's trying to assist in getting this off the ground and kind of gas it up.
Right.
There is a good chance Dog Stars does well just because it has Jacob Elordi in it, and he's one of the new like it guys. Maybe he helps push it, but we will see. Also, it's Thanos. Drawing a blank here. Josh Brolin. Josh Brolin and Jacob Elordi. So that's Dog Stars. It's based off a book. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's not. Who knows? It's Ridley Scott. So, Sid, any thoughts on this whatsoever?
No.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
Best answer we've
insight.
ever had. Yeah.
You know,
Hey, at least you're not making stuff up.
that's right.
To make yourself try and
Do you
sound
like Treasure Island? Have you? Do you know anything about Treasure Island?
How do you feel about Muppet Treasure Island?
Treasure.
I love Treasure.
Yeah. Okay. And Islands.
Love Islands.
Combination of the two. Good stuff.
Yeah.
I've been trying to push you to watch Black Sails forever.
I know. I did watch some of it.
You did, and you liked it, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Pirates?
Isn't Treasure
Booty.
Planet based on Treasure Island?
Yes.
I loved Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet is
I
phenomenal.
thought it was awesome.
Oh, see, so Crisco said Dog Stars is next weekend, so it is very soon. But
It made me think. You want to know what I was really thinking when you asked me that?
What?
On the spot.
What?
I was thinking about
On
that
the spot. You're here in the room. We're talking about pirates.
How dare you, Blaine? How
If
dare
I have
you?
something to say, you know how I am.
Okay.
But this is my ADD thought. I was thinking about that Amazon show that they trialed. It was called Mad Dogs. You remember that?
Yeah. Oh, Mad Dogs was phenomenal show.
This was so good.
If you've never seen Mad Dogs, it was literally the first show to ever come out on Amazon Prime Video. The first show they released, I saw it early, got super excited about it because when Amazon Video came out, they released a pilot season and let people with Amazon Prime vote on what shows they picked up.
So fun.
And we voted. I voted on picking that show up. It actually did end up getting picked up. It had one season and it was so good.
Yeah.
Go watch Mad Dogs on Amazon. It had one season, but absolutely, it's chaotic and insane.
Yeah, it is, and it kind of reminds me a little like the chaos level and the suspense reminds me of the movie we're about to review.
Right. Yeah. That's not
Blaine Stradamus strikes
Blaine
again, man.
Stradamus.
You got a history of
I think that's
Right.
Stradamus actually.
All right. Don't try and take my nickname.
Stradamus. Yeah.
I won't take
You know, how about we?
nickname.
Yeah.
You can
I'll
get
come up
your
with
own
for you.
nickname.
Don't worry.
Yeah. All right. How about that? But yeah, I
the
am.
Cooter Queen.
Yes.
Again.
Queen. Yes, that's it. It's in stone.
Got it. It's on the internet. It's 100% in life now.
Yep, that's it. But guys, you know, it's in the title. We've said we're going to talk about it. I've talked about the news. Keep the lookout for all of these things that I've talked about. Charlie Hunnam and this semi-resurgence of Sons of Anarchy. This whole thing with a new pirate movie, Treasure Island, coming out. Keep a lookout for all of that. But it is time that we talk about North by Northwest, a movie that was recommended by you guys. And I'm going to run the spoiler-free bumper, even though it's not spoiler-free. We are going to talk about spoilers because this movie is over 50 years old. So you're welcome.
What to do?
I love this. Yeah, Chris So Chris left and he's on the Finger Blaster 5000. Now Sid's got to figure out how to operate it. Nope, that's not it.
Let's just leave it there.
Yeah, no, let's not do that.
Yeah.
Let's not leave the camera there. That's a bad idea. So this movie, North by Northwest, like I said earlier when we started the show, if you haven't watched this, if you're not familiar with it, hang tight. We'll let you know if you should see it or not and if it's worth checking out. This is an older film. I don't tend to gravitate towards this stuff. I just don't. I watch a lot of newer stuff or things from probably the past 20 or 30 years. But either way, this movie, North by Northwest, mega famous. This is a thriller action adventure, and it doesn't have it as far as on Criticless or how it's labeled on other sites as a drama, but I think it is also definitely a drama as well. This movie is a bit long. It's 2 hours and 17 minutes long. It takes its time, but it came out in 1959. North by Northwest was directed by none other than the legendary Alfred Hitchcock. Now, when I was telling Sid that we were watching this, she was like, wait, is this a horror? And I was like, no, because I feel like that's the thing is many people, especially people that aren't deep into, Hitchcock's work, just kind of think horror.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't blame you for that at all. But this is absolutely not a horror movie. Very much not. And now he did not write it. It was written by a guy named Ernest Lehman, but this is a Cary Grant film. And then also with him is Eva Marie Saint. But we currently have 34 reviews in Criticless. We'll get to that in just a little bit. But this is one of those I mentioned earlier is you've probably seen the poster. You probably know it because it's kind of just a legendary bit of imagery. I'll pull it up here. But North by Northwest, this is the poster here. I feel like, Sid, had you, just kidding. Have you ever seen this poster? Was it familiar once you see that?
Not really. No, I don't. Think
Really?
so. Yeah.
You're slacking. You're supposed to be the one knowing these older films.
I know. I feel like it might just be because it reminded me of some other, like maybe James Bond or something.
Well, funny enough, a lot of people kind of consider this like a secret James Bond movie, or like a James Bond movie in disguise, because it very much does have Bond vibes to it.
It does.
Sure.
Well, I kept saying that that Cary Grant's character is just an what did I call him? He's just an like unusual character, an
Right.
extraordinary character for a regular person. So
Yeah.
yeah, he was kind of Bondy.
He is. And Chris, had you ever heard of this? Were you familiar with this or know of it?
100% heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
a very famous movie, but never have seen it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time seeing it.
So all of us, first time seeing it. We've never watched it. Like I said, it was super chatted last week. Somebody dropped a 20 for it, and I'm trying to remember. I think it was it you, Marshmallows, or one of our regulars, or maybe Thrasher? One of you guys supered it, and I was like, hey, you know what? I hadn't decided on a movie for next week, so why not? So we decided to review this. We all watched it. Sid came on, was excited to see it. And actually,
Here we are.
Yes, here we are. While we are on this little topic, one of the things that I want to do while these guys are kind of talking about it, I can get this brewing. We have not talked about what we are reviewing for next week. Nobody's supered any movies, so I'm not leaning in any direction as far as that goes currently. But I did start to look at, I'm like, it's been a little while since we've done like a critic hated. I was like, it's time.
Ooh, yeah.
I think again for like a critic hated. So I went through my critic hated list, found some things that were fairly easily accessible, and I'm going to put those in the chat. We'll do 3 or 4. I'll get you guys' opinion on it, but I'm going to put it back on the list because I want us to review it. A lot of people have not seen this movie. I want to do it. Lucky number 11.
Bro, I feel like we've been talking about this forever. Have we never actually done it?
It never gets voted on.
It never wins. Yeah.
It never wins. It is a sleeper hit. And there we go, Eric. It was you, Eric. I totally forgotten. Yeah, Eric, member for 3 months, says 50 from me, North by Northwest, and let's go. I thought it was 20. So yeah. 50. That's definitely why it convinced me then.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do appreciate it. Thank you so much, Eric.
Let's go.
Love to see it. Let's go.
Doing this because I love them and I force myself onto the show.
Yeah.
I see some movies.
Yeah, very true. Very true. So dude, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. And this movie is we'll dig into it in just a moment. But so for next week, I will set up a poll. I was tossing around lucky number 11. I love it a lot, unless somebody ends up supering another movie. But another one that I was potentially considering, because it has come up a lot of late, because it's being filmed and with DC and everything, Batman vs. Superman, the Snyder Cut. A lot of people, I know Chris is making a icky face. It is.
Gross.
Me, Beardo, handful of others very much like the Snyder Cut. Chris, you've probably never seen it.
No, I've seen the Snyder Cut, and I do approve. I will say that the Snyder Cut is way better.
Yeah.
Like I think my brain has blocked out the original one, but the Snyder Cut, yeah, it's not terrible. But
right.
Still, it's like 3 hours long.
It's long. It's long. So there is that. The other two that I was tossing around, there was one that I've never seen that people, as kind of a cult classic, critics despised it, was Priest. It is I think a vampire-y creature, demon, something. Yes, demon. Yeah.
They're in a diner. There's that linky like spider like.
I've never seen it. Never seen it.
Never mind. I might be thinking of something else.
Yeah, it very well could be. But it's one of those cult classics. But I've been curious about it. So Priest, I was going to put that on the list. And then the other one that I was tossing around was the original Final Destination. All 4 of those are critic hated, but I didn't know if the chat liked any of those. Those are all.
I have an idea.
What's that?
It left.
If you guess, I have a suggestion as well. If we say the same thing.
Lake, Salton Sea.
The Salton Sea, yes.
That's literally what I was about to say. Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy.
I have been trying to push the Salton Sea for a long time, and it's never streaming anywhere.
Is it criticated?
No.
Same bravely.
No, it's just that literally no one on the face of the planet has ever seen the Salton Sea, and it's never streaming.
Oh, thank you, Quag.
Yeah, thanks, Quag. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Listen, let me double check.
I was thinking of
the Salton Sea is currently on YouTube for free.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. It's not going to play in my browser because I have ad blocker on. So I think that's what's going on, but it does seem to be free on YouTube. So I'm going to put that on the list, guys.
So I had a good idea.
Crazy. I was literally going to recommend the same
thing. We're going to do BVS Snyder Cut, Lucky Number 11, which Jake Stanley put all of his supers today towards. So that
Salton C, not Salton C.
Salton C. It's Salton, actually, T-O-N.
Jason said that movie boring.
Yes.
What, the Salton C?
Get out of here, Jason.
Be gone, thought.
Yeah. So the Salton C is fantastic. Love it a lot. I am using Brave Potato. That's why it's not showing on mine, I think.
Such a Brave Potato.
So we'll put Salton C, Lucky Number 11, and BVS Snyder Cut. I'll put up the poll in just a second. You guys can vote on it. Everyone make sure to vote because it affects what we see next week and what everybody's talking about. So let us know. Get your votes in. Now, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and dig into this review and go ahead and talk about this movie. While I'm posting this thing, going to let these guys kind of lead the charge on it. North by Northwest. Yes, you too. So I'll let y'all give your upfront opinions, talk about it, and then we will kind of, I'll give my opinions and all of that, but I'm going to set up this poll real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
I'm just going to put the camera on you and say nothing. There you go.
I did love this. It was a blast. It made me realize I don't watch a whole lot of old movies anymore because Blaine doesn't like them. That is shade.
It's not that I don't like them. I just don't gravitate towards them.
So and this is just a pretty typical opinion, but it is wild how important plot was in the older movies because they didn't have all of the devices that we have now to make the explosions and everything. This movie did have explosions though, which is awesome, and it also had just a killer plot. So I saw something that said that Hitchcock's whole goal was to keep the focus on whether our lead character was either chasing or being chased. And it was like going back and forth between him being chased and him being the one like pursuing someone else. And that is totally what works for the movie. And it's why it keeps it so suspenseful. So I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah. And the reason I chuckled is just because it was a pun, because it's like somebody dies and you're a killer. Anyways.
It was a good pun, Chris. I appreciate
thank you.
She didn't understand.
It wasn't really a pun. I just chuckled. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing because you made a joke. And
no, he was laughing. He was like, she's so stupid.
Idiot.
That's what I was thinking.
I agree. But the main thing that stuck out in this movie for me was just how dang sexy the 50s were.
Bro, for real.
Everything's sexy in this movie. The cars.
So sexy. Every face she made, I was just like, they don't make women like this anymore.
No, they don't. Because I'd be married if they did. Like, look, I would love for a woman to be that, like, forward, direct, honest, and just, I mean, obviously she was lying, so it wasn't really honest. But anyways, like, her interest to be, like, known like that is just incredible. She was the hottest.
They wasted no time ever. Like every conversation, every piece of dialogue is I feel like that happens a lot in movies today where I'm like, you're wasting my time, writers. Like you could be doing, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to develop these characters and you're trying to make me sit with them, but you're not being successful at it because I feel that you're wasting my time. You could be doing something better. And this movie proves that yes, they could be doing something better at all times because the dialogue is so good and it is so rich in every single moment. Even the moments of silence are rich. But yeah, she is entirely sexual the entire time. Even when she's falling to her death, she's like, never mind.
Yeah. Spoiler. But yes.
Oh,
100%. No. It's 70 plus years old. We're fine.
Yeah. Blaine said 50.
Yeah. It's time is a mystery to everybody.
He's frequently wrong.
Yeah, but he's the Blaine Stradamus, and we got to keep that going. We got to keep his ego up because that's what he like lives for.
Especially while he's not in the room.
Yeah. We can talk about this. But I mean, even outside of her, which she was like #1 hot babe in the movie, just even not even necessarily the way that she looked. Like she was an attractive woman for sure. Also, she tried to play up that she was 23, 24, and I'm like, girl, if you ain't 30 at least.
Yeah, we thought that too, but I don't know though. Like I think what did that so to me she did look 26. I think what it is that that hairdo is those women from that time period that wore their hair like that kept wearing their hair like that in
100%.
their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. So that's why you see that. Hair is a big deal. Hair is
True.
a very big deal. Oh, cooter shot.
Nope.
Oh,
Oh,
see it.
Chris
dang
was
it.
smart.
I was
Saved me.
slow on the roll.
Thank God.
Well, he wouldn't have been able to show it anyway. We don't have a camera.
Right.
that's-
Crotch shot camera.
Yeah.
I need like a little joystick to control the cameras so I can point them at important things
We
like
need a little
Blaine's
drone in here so we
moose
can
knuckle.
show the cooter shot.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So where are we at?
We're talking about how
About how hot
sexy
she
this
was.
movie
Yeah,
is.
she's hot.
It's just this movie in general, like
Yeah,
the 50s in general.
So much sex appeal.
The cars were sexy.
Yeah.
The fucking train travel.
Yeah.
Sexy. Like,
yeah.
serve me a luxurious meal
Right.
and have a sleeper car. Like, why? Where's
Sleeper car that's bigger than apartments in New York City currently.
Yeah. I asked him at one point, I said, when you see old movies like this, it was actually the elevator scene. They're about to enter an elevator, and the level of architectural detail just in this space, the interior of this space, and then the level of finish detail around the elevator. I told him, I was like,
Oh, yeah.
does this cause you actual physical pain in your heart and soul to see this?
right?
And he said, well, I get that more with watching things like Outlander. So for him, way back in history does that to him. But for me, it's like, it hurts. It actually physically causes me pain to look. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
To look at how far we have fallen in our like interior design and our architecture and just art in general. Like
Yeah.
the detail they put into the elevators and just like everything in the scene. I was like, things have gone wrong.
Yeah.
Like things have gone very wrong.
Yeah.
Put cost money, the dollar in front of aesthetics, or really everything else. They've put money in front of it. So
Right.
That's why we don't get art just for being art. We don't get billionaires building statues or monuments. We don't, they're building new companies. Which is
Right.
great. You're creating new jobs, innovation, whatever.
Right.
But like fucking build a library that's gorgeous. and
Well,
has, like
It's
all-
cost prohibitive. It's cost prohibitive
Right.
now. We
So-
we physically can't even do it.
Yeah, people care more about the money than the symbolism.
And there's that is one of the things I actually put it in the show notes. I wanted to talk about it. Sid and I started talking about it. When you watch this movie, films from this time, but especially this one because it takes place it's Hitchcock. He had the money, he had the budget, especially at the time. He was the name that he was. He was able to film, more luxurious places, and I mean a lot of areas were like that at the time, anyways. But it is honestly not even a conspiracy at this point that they pushed a lot of brutalist, modernist architecture on us. It dumbed down civilization. It was, even if you talk about, like, if you look at certain art movements during the 50s, 60s, 70s, it was too
Art Deco.
Yep, the Art Deco, just ugly fucking art. And when they pushed,
well, let's
or not Art Deco, no, not Art Deco being ugly.
You mean brutalism.
No, the brutalism, but also the like when they started pushing what's his face, like this Campbell soup can and like pop art and and also even more
Pollock.
than the splatter art, Pollock and all that shit. It was literally what it was is it was kind of juxtaposed against all of the previous art that had come before it. The Americans were trying to combat and present themselves as more intellectual and more advanced because they were out of new things to do. But actually it was a dumbing down. It pulled us backwards instead of moving us forward. But what they did was they were challenging other countries to be like, look what we can do. We're so elevated that we can splatter a bunch of shit on a canvas and say that it is emotion. It is
counterculturalism.
Yes, it was, but the problem was it was not an organic movement. It was government driven.
Well, I blame a Frenchman called Marcel Duchamp.
Well, there is that as well.
So he did an art exhibit, and all it was a big white room with a toilet in the center of it up on a stage. And it was just a toilet, like a porcelain toilet.
Mm-hmm.
And that was revolutionary at the time.
Did anybody take a shit in it?
I don't think so. I think everybody thought it was like groundbreaking. And that was a pivotal point in like modern, postmodernism, art wise.
Well, and it's funny because, this has become a much more this modernism, which is just kind of destroying culture. And it was funny because, and I know, like him or not, regardless of your feelings on him, a video popped up literally yesterday about this.
that Tucker actually did. Tucker Carlson, he had a conversation about it recently. And I was going to pull this up really quick if you want to stick your headphones on. But
all right.
Sorry, I know y'all probably threw those down. But I pulled this up for this episode because he talks about it a little bit, and I was like, oh, this is just kind of very opportune timing that he talked about this on. And oh my gosh, she still can't figure out the headphones. This is holy smokes. Neither one of you can figure out the headphones. They just spin around. They're just
broke it. I had to fix it. I'm shouting because it's headphones
are on. No, you're good. So I just wanted to show this video because he does talk about it a little bit. Now he doesn't get into everything I was just getting into.
Wire on the left.
Are you good, Sid?
There we go.
You got this.
It doesn't really matter.
You're struggling so deeply with these headphones. I'm gonna have to.
A rules Nazi.
No, you're good. All right, here we go.
You don't need to be conspiracy-minded to wonder, why were some of the prettiest buildings in America torn down all across the country within the space of 10 years in the 1960s, and then replaced by some of the ugliest buildings, concrete brutalist architecture? Why is that? The old Penn Station, Madison Square Garden. Look them up on the internet. It'll shock you that someone decided to tear those down and replace them with what you see there now. But that happened in every city in America. It was called urban renewal. But what it really was an uglification of the country. It wasn't like urban planners and architects woke up one morning and said, a concrete FBI building is just prettier than the one it replaced. No, of course not. They knew it was ugly. That was the point. I'm not sure the Treasury Department could give you a straight answer on why beauty matters, but I'll tell you what you already know. Beauty is ennobling. Being around beautiful things makes you better. Being around dollar stores, bad architecture, disposable crap all through your house and your life and your office, that does not make you better. It demoralizes you. It cuts you off from what is true because beauty is truth. And there's no reason for it. You don't need to be.
Facts.
Phenomenal clip.
Yeah.
Like I said, regardless of how you feel about him on either side, like he has been spitting facts about a lot of things lately. I'm glad that he was calling attention to this. And he's not wrong. And there was a movement to push this brutalist architecture, and it jumped out to Sid and I as watching this movie. We were looking at all of these stunning hotels and the walls covered in wood and ordained and books everywhere and just the detail is gorgeous. And then, and like he said, now this movie, let me double check here. This movie, and I said it earlier, yes, it came out in 1959. This was on the cusp of them fucking destroying our culture and destroying our country and making it an ugly shithole. And they did this not just in America. It's other countries have done it, not as extreme as us, but we are the primary offender of this shit. And you see it most glaringly because they go to a government building, a very, very famous government building, and you're seeing all this beautiful stuff, and then you see this brutalist, ugly fucking concrete slab, and then inside it's the same stuff, and it's very modernist as the stuff that we see now. And so in this movie, it is showcased. You can literally see in real time the transition that our country was going through and where they were pushing us. And clearly, the government was doing it first.
Government's behind it.
Well, they always are.
Surprised?
They always fucking are.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing, though, because what was the building? It was the
UN building.
The UN.
The freaking UN.
Yeah, it was the freaking UN building. And so it is. And exactly, Toby. Yes, it's progressivism is regression 9 times out of 10, and it's the uglification of our country. And this is it was happening at the time, and you can see it in this movie. And it was just very jarring and glaring if you are looking at it. Now, granted, I'll also say that building was paired with one of the most phenomenal shots in the movie, which is an aerial shot.
Oh yeah,
and it's so good.
Dude,
I'm pretty sure it was miniatures too.
Yeah, there was some kind of a set. Probably.
But it looks great. It's a great shot. It's really cool. It's super aerial up high. Yeah. You see the streets down below, and you see him kind of running across. And but there is just this movie, if for anything else, is just a time capsule for the period of the time for what we could be enjoying, but they have torn down and removed from us, and it's bullshit. They have made our inhabitants very sterile and bland and concrete and plastic. Ugly shit.
You know what? I'm forming this thought live, so bear with me if it doesn't make any sense, but it really feels like we got to a certain point of innovation was the leading thing, right? So like dreams, who you are, like what you could do, your potential was limitless. And that was like the draw to the US, right? It was like the American dream.
Yeah.
And that was what was sold to everybody. And that was the kind of the focus of things. But then it reached a point to where I feel like there was an elite or leading class of people who reached their dreams and were like, well, we actually don't want everybody else to do this. We want to kind of be superior or whatever the motives were behind it.
Right.
And it felt like there was a purposeful push away from exorbitance is kind of a bad word to say for it.
Right.
But it's just like of dreams of like being more than you could be. It was just like, this is what you can do to achieve this goal. It's not like, don't think outside of the box and try to go beyond.
Right.
Just live in this little lifestyle that we're going to give you. It's great. It's nice. It feels like, we've just completely lost that. And it's been a long time and up for debate is whether or not it exists anymore. But as far as like just having a dream and pursuing it, that is more than just becoming like an influence or an influencer or becoming rich. It's like, do something meaningful.
Right.
And I feel like that's just vacant. It's void from anybody's goals. Not anybody's. I'm being exaggerated
No, you're good.
here, but I don't think that's the primary focus for people whenever they come to America. It's not just like, I can do whatever I want to. I can achieve great things and contribute to society, life in general. It's just like, what's best for me is what everybody's focused on. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of these things is why, society or art and architecture is what we're mainly focusing on here with this movie is like, that they don't have to do that, right? That's an expression of that architect and the person who's paying them to do that job of like, I want to do something gorgeous. I want to do above and beyond. I have this dream of what I want to create.
Yeah.
It's not about money or what it makes me or anything like that. It's like, I have a passion and art, whatever you want to call it. I feel like it's just so devoid now in people's mentality of how they move through life. And I know there was a ramble.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Well, people try to accomplish that by social media, but the problem with that is that social media has just become how to hack the algorithm.
Yeah.
So unfortunately,
it's very superficial, unfortunately, even though it was supposed to connect people to realism and creativity. And that's one of the reasons, like with Criticless, for example, I mean, little different, but still kind of the same, is that we wanted to stray away from the algorithms that were controlling what you see. It's just a running stream of what people are currently doing and then the people that you follow. And because I did not want to put too much of a control on what you see. It's just an organic thing of what's happening. And if you move past it, you move past it. And it is what it is. But it's like, we've learned that is one of the biggest things we've learned when doing YouTube. Is just that I can't do whatever I want. Like that's literally not how it works with this channel. If I did whatever I wanted, this channel would look very different. Because the problem is that if I'm not catering to the algorithm, this channel doesn't grow. Nothing happens to this channel, and it just stays very stagnant. I did it for a whole year. I tried to do what I wanted to do, and our shit didn't get shown to anyone. And it wasn't because it wasn't good. It's just because the algorithm didn't give a shit. And so that's the problem with all of social media is that people, even though it comes across as more natural and normal than maybe your mainstream news or something, it's still very much curated by what these social media companies are pushing. And so, granted, a tangent still, but it's just watching these old films like this stuff from the 50s, it is very much a reminder of where we are sitting culturally and how much things have changed. And honestly, unfortunately, how far things have fallen.
Yeah, the contrast is painful. Like it actually hurts. There were so many times that as we were watching this movie, we were like, God, can you imagine if that was the case today? Can you imagine if this was part of our life? Like, for example, like him getting arrested and them not putting him in handcuffs.
Right.
Also, him getting arrested and then going to jail and then getting not only getting like a trial or getting to have his case heard, but the police then go and actually investigate the situation in relatively real time. Like, no, that's not happening to you today. You're not getting heard for 6 months.
Right.
You're not, even if you are falsely accused, like, so you could be falsely accused of something horrible. I used to work for an attorney, and trust me, this does happen. You can be totally plucked out of your life and accused of something, and it will ruin your life, and eventually you can get out of it if you're innocent, but it's going to take you a very long time.
Yeah.
And this, like, that was just another example of this movie. Like, we just kept comparing what was happening in the movie to
now.
today.
What's so funny? It's like he gets arrested multiple times in this movie. Not once is my man put in handcuffs. Not one damn time. The night that he gets arrested, he's not put in handcuffed or anything. He's drunk driving. They load him up, take him in. He goes to a courtroom the night of and the following day, sees a doctor. They test him. They're like, "You're drunk." And then they literally let him go to the place of the people that he was accusing to be like, "We're going to go figure out right now what happened to you."
Right.
It's like,
just pay the $2.
Exactly. Just pay the $2. Yeah. I'm like, holy shit, how things have changed. It's like a freaking $400 for a speeding ticket now. You drunk drive back in the 50s, and all they do is charge you $2 and slap you on the ass and send you on your way. Like, holy shit, what are we doing?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just things have changed so drastically. But this film in general, it is very much a time capsule. It's very enjoyable. It's fun. It is a little too long. Not a complaint really, but I'm just saying. It is a little long because we struggled to kind of make sure we did not give ourselves enough time last night, and we both had to finish it today.
It's a time constraint on our end. I don't think it was too long.
I mean, it's 2 hours and 20 minutes. And what I was going to say, and I found this funny, I was going to do a post on X about it, because it's really funny. We have this huge crew of people who are currently they just always complain about everything being too long, right? Every movie being too long, and well, the thing is it's funny because it's like they're the same people that would prop up a film like this that is long. The real problem here is just the quality connected with it's the substance connected to the length.
Right.
It's like, does it earn it, right?
The girth.
Yes.
You have to have girth with your length.
Right.
Just length by itself doesn't matter.
Yeah, right. You got to have a little girth too.
Exactly.
You know, you don't want a pencil. You want like a can, you know?
Sure. Yeah, cheese wheel. Ron White would say. To pull one from Ron.
Yeah, to pull from Ron. Yeah, but yeah, it's you know, it is the length is probably my only complaint about the movie, really. And it's not even really a complaint. I don't really have many complaints. I think that this movie is pretty expertly crafted. It's 100%. Very enjoyable. It's just a very engaging story. You're just watching this guy get yanked from one situation to another. He gets accused of a crime, and then that he did not commit, and it's a world of espionage that he gets wrapped up in due to the FBI trying to protect a secret person that was not really real. And then you know, you just watch him try and work his way out of this problem, and then actually end up kind of forcibly inserting himself into the problem to solve it. And it's a very cool story.
Yeah.
I really did enjoy it. And I liked and it's funny though, because when it ends, this movie ends. Like, it is like abrupt, but kind of in a good way. It's they tie it up in a little bow, and they're like, boom, and we're out.
Yeah. It is real quick.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have no complaints about the length. It's the girth that really got me. It's no, I think it's really well done. It was entertaining, and it kept my interest the entire time. I wasn't like trying to fill any voids. There wasn't anything pointless to the movie in my mind that I can think of, at least.
Yeah.
It was all very well done.
Yeah.
And I would be curious, which I always am, of having the mindset of people in different generations, right? So like, watching this movie in the lens of me as born in 1988,
right?
Everything seems magical and like absurd. This is almost like a fantasy land,
right?
Like you were mentioning as far as the police and how they handled the situation and what he was able to do, and like, you know, obviously this isn't like a documentary, right? So I'm not expecting this to be real.
Well, and you're like, there's no one to surveil him. There's not cameras everywhere. He can.
The moment when the cab drives away and his secretary, he forgets to tell her that his mom is at Bridge,
right?
And she's just gone in the cab, and he's like, oh shit, that's gonna be a situation, like. We'll see how it pans out.
Don't have a cell phone.
I can't call her. Like, she's just off in this car.
Off she goes.
Amazing.
Yeah. It's I would just love to have the mentality or the mindset of somebody in the 50s watching the movie. Like, does it hit the same way?
Right.
Any other really generation, but that's mainly the one is like, how relatable or fictional was this for somebody living in the 50s? Was this kind of like,
was it relatable, or what did it feel? I'm sure that it felt very, you know, to a more simple someone who didn't grow up in somewhere like a big city and have money and whatever, I'm sure it still felt extravagant, right? This is a very extravagant film. This is rich people doing very fantastical, big scale things.
Right.
But at the same time, like I think that there was probably still relatability and whatnot in there. And the crazy thing, so I don't know if y'all know, I did want to talk about this. So we've not really pointed out or talked too much about, like, Cary Grant is in this film. Cary Grant is the lead actor. Yep. He was 55 in that lead role, whereas Eva Marie, actually she was. So they say that she's in the movie. They never say Cary Grant's age. Right. But Eva Marie says she's 28. Y'all talked about it earlier, or 26. Yeah, I heard y'all talking about it. She was like 33. She did not look 26 at all. Yeah. But I think that also the hair, like y'all were talking about, did make her look older and whatnot. Yeah. But still gorgeous. But
for sure.
But it was an interesting thing where like you knew that not Hugh Grant, but Cary Grant. I almost did it too. Yeah. You knew he was older, but at the time, especially, like, that would have not been looked on as any kind of thing. You're like, yeah, he's a friggin' ladies' man, And of course, this 20-some-odd-year-old woman is no big deal.
Right.
But the crazy thing, y'all ready for this? So Eva Marie Saint, she was 20-something in this movie. She is now still alive.
No.
She is still alive and has been working and doing things.
Hell yeah.
And I think just recently had a birthday. She's like super old.
Yeah.
Like, I can't remember. I saw it somewhere. No. She's late 90s. If
like
what's
time is so evil. Like,
yeah. Oh, I'm sure she's looking pretty old now. Yeah. Time is a fickle mistress for sure.
He looks lovely.
Yeah.
I'm sure she is a great person.
Oh, I'm sure she.
Regardless of the skin that wraps her soul.
She's so old.
She's still a goodie. Yeah, she is old.
Yeah, super old, but yes, and still alive, which is super cool. So,
102, Mark.
102. I was pretty sure she was 100. I didn't want to say 100 and be wrong. I said 90s, but yes, she's 102.
35 in the movie that came out in 59.
Right, 30, or like 32 or something. But yeah.
Hold on, I can do homeschooled math. Yeah, 102. That sounds right.
But yes, both of them, their acting was great. Cary Grant was an absolute vibe in this movie. He's got the shades. He's got a suit and the whole thing. Now, the most iconic thing is him running from the airplane. Super iconic moment. It's on all the posters. You know it for that. Also, he gets totally crop dusted. Pretty funny. I'm like, my dude just got blasted with pesticides. Not going to be fun. I've been there. Yeah, he got Monsanto. That's right. It's in mine too. But all of ours, just mine worse because I've put it out with.
We've eaten vegetables.
Well, that too. Yeah. No, well, when I ran a landscaping company, I had a whole thing of it dumped on me. So
nice.
Yeah.
As one does.
It burns. It burns. I'll say that it burns. So yeah, but I think this is a fantastic film. Currently on Criticless, with y'all's reviews, you guys have been dropping your reviews for it. I was curious where this would land because it's like a classic. This is one of the, the very popular films. It is on Criticless currently at an 80%, so just barely a most excellent.
Wow, that's surprising.
By 34 people. We had a lot of our usuals in here. Probably Toxic reviewed it. Not a dude. Gave it a 84%.
Important.
She liked it. It's important context, important to know. Said I've heard of Alfred Hitchcock. I didn't think I'd ever heard of this movie until last week. So yeah, there you go.
Oh wow.
There you go. So yeah, I had heard of it, but didn't know anything about it. I didn't know what it was about.
Yeah, heard about it whole life.
Yeah.
I don't know how long. Never seen it.
Yeah.
Didn't know anything about it.
Right.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, it's a very cool concept, to get convicted of a crime and then just do what you can to kind of escape it. And he's literally just running from it this whole movie. But then, feels like almost halfway through it, they're like, by the way, there's like some romance in this and there's like a love story going on. And, of course, I mean, it makes sense. You're like, of course, at this time they would, but it just kind of comes out of nowhere because it's just this dude you're kind of living it through his eyes of like, him getting wrapped up in this situation that he has no idea what's going on. And the film is also like, you don't know what's going on either,
Yeah.
But he's such an unlikely character. And that's what makes him a hero because he doesn't ever break down. Like
Right.
there are moments in this dude's life that we watched that like would really wreck some people.
Oh yeah.
Like you'd panic. And part of that is because we know, like when I think about the legal stuff, we know what our legal system is today. So we would absolutely lose our minds if we got stuck in a situation like that.
Right.
I think that for him, maybe it was more logical that like, hey, justice will prevail. If I just like power through this and I just keep like being smart, like it'll eventually pan out okay for me. That's beautiful. But also he's just a hero because him climbing things in those dress shoes the whole time. I'm just like,
And
oh my God.
Constantly.
Running all the time. He's an athlete in
Right.
this whole movie.
Yeah. Running in dress shoes and suit the whole time.
Yeah. And he takes a whole fifth of rum to the face and does it.
And then drives. I'm like, this is some commentary on marketers right here and advertisers. They're like, this man knows how to drive blackout. He can get home. You know.
And driving a solid steel vehicle down a curvy mountain road.
Right.
Like this is definitely not a advertisement for drunk driving.
Right.
It was a death wish waiting to happen.
For real. Yeah, he had
Also,
skills.
This is a random thought, but it completely took me by surprise when she turned out to be the agent.
Yeah. I was in there. Yeah, you were so shocked.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
Didn't shock you?
I kind of picked up on it. But I'm always looking for the worst.
You're big on that. Yeah.
The movie, I'm always like, that person's bad.
You're like, she's a bitch.
Oh yeah.
Now we did call that she was, when he met her on the train, we were like, she's bad.
Suspect.
I thought she worked for. I just thought she was in alignment with Van Dyck.
Yeah.
What?
What was his
Say
name?
what?
Sorry, did you
Van
The main bad guy's name.
Van Damme?
Van Damme. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, I just thought she was like, yeah, I thought she was like, connected to, which she was, but then I also just didn't realize that I never considered that she could actually be an asset.
Yeah. I didn't consider that she could be an asset. I thought she was bad.
Had an ass.
She did. What's great is he has lines like that the whole time where he's like, she's round in all the right places or something. And you're like, whoa.
They're so out there.
So much innuendo. And actually, I heard somebody talking about this a while ago, and I heard someone talking about like, modern music and even over the past like 20, 30 years, like how dirty things could be and how pervy or like whatever. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. Well,
I know what you're going to say. Agreed.
Yeah. What, that at the time it was still the same?
Dude, brother, perverts have existed for all of time, and music has always been
dirty.
Movies,
right?
Everybody, it's always been a thing.
And that's what I heard somebody talking about recently, and we're like, we always look at that time and through a lens of like, it was just kind of pure. It was good. They weren't like that, and you're like, no, there was just a lot of fucking regulation.
Right.
So they weren't publicly being dirty perverts. They were just quietly being dirty perverts. It was all still there.
Yes, but that's what makes the beauty of society so much more important.
Is when you aren't wearing it in front. Right.
Yeah, and there was such class and such art and traditionalism all around you all the time. Now we don't have that, and everybody's still perverts.
Right. Right.
Damn.
I mean, definitely. But yes. Yeah, right, Jason. Yeah, Elvis and all his humping.
Perverts and ugly stuff everywhere. It's too much. It's too much. It was society.
But the big thing is, it's not like this is anything new. It's just that there was a lot more regulation around it back then, so they were more careful.
Right.
That's all it really was. But this movie's super horny, for sure.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
But so we do have some more reviews here. We got Super Nerdtastic with an 82% as well. And you were in the chat as well. Saw you a minute ago. And we got Maester P with a 94%. Let's go. We got Scaviola. I never know how to say it. Scabies, yeah. For 75%, liked it. It was a rad. I think that's totally fair, though. Said, while this was most definitely a classic, is not my favorite that I can go back to multiple viewings. Man, that ending was abrupt. So you were there with me. I agree. It is a very abrupt ending. It happens very quickly. We got Chelsea in the comments as well, or previously known as Chelsea, but that's not how you say it.
She was never known as Chelsea.
Listen,
not true.
She was known as Chelsea until she corrected us.
Only by
I corrected you. First of all,
I wasn't listening to you. I was only listening to Chelsea at the time. Now Chelsea.
Now Chelsea.
She's now Chelsea. She can be called that now. She's transitioned into Chelsea, like how you're not Christina anymore. You're Chris now.
Yeah.
You know, she had a little name transition there. Oh, you didn't correct me, Chelsea? Fine, then I'll call you Chelsea.
Said
Right.
I corrected you. Well, okay. I asked the question. I said, "Are you sure it's Chelsea and not Chelsea?" And you were like, "I don't know."
No one knows.
Oh, no.
No one knows. It's a mystery. Clearly, no one knows how to spell anymore. Okay, but Chelsea did give it an 85%. Said it was her first time watching it, or her first time watching it was in high school for a film class, which is super cool. I wish we had film class in high school. We did not. And the legend I Miss Good Movies gave it a 96%. And obviously, make sure to go check out and read his review. And if you're on Criticless, then you know Jeremy. I Miss Good Movies. And the Masked Marvel gave it an 85% as well. Said directing is great, as you'd expect from Hitchcock. Totally agree. And Odysseus Run, the regular, gave it a 94%. And Life on Marshmallows as well in here in the chat, give it an 85%. And actually, someone I'm curious if he's reviewed it previously. I don't know if you guys have seen him in the chat. I haven't seen him in here for during one of our lives, but Nerdy Ronin, he reviews a lot of these older films, and he is one of our OGs. Go check out his channel and what he does over there. I need to get him on here with us one of these days. He does great stuff. And then also we got My Dixie, gave it a 64%. So it didn't blow his mind, but we still found one that he was okay with. You know, if it's over 50, Dixie's good with it.
Over
you know,
50, we're good.
He said, actually, I read his review. He said he knew this as the movie where the guy's running from the plane, and he will probably continue to remember it as the movie where the guy runs from the plane. So I think that is fair.
Okay.
Round Triangles gave it a 92% and said probably the worst case of mistaken identity ever. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, that's funny. Like, I generally get real anxious about these kind of movies. Like, I just want people to be vindicated. Like, just speak up, like, say the truth, like, tell them, you know, that kind of things. But this one, he was so cool and calm and collected about it. He was just kind of like, whatever, I'll chase down these people.
I'll figure it out.
Right.
Yeah. I'll figure it out. I'm the man.
Right. He's great.
I'll figure it out.
I'll go to fucking Wichita, South Dakota, stare down the face of some killer. Like,
right. Who
I'll figure
cares?
this out and clear my name.
Right.
Love that. So it didn't have that anxiety, all that to say.
Right.
Also, it reminds me of something I told Blaine this week, which was I learned that mental flexibility is a sign of good mental health.
Right.
So where flexibility is also a good sign of physical health, like, you know, you can move and be agile and do all these things. Flexibility mentally, psyche wise, is also a sign of good mental health. And I was like, this dude is the picture of mental health.
He is.
The worst things that can be imagined are happening.
He's a freaking duck.
Including his mom being such an asshole.
His mom is an awful bitch. awful bitch with cigarette stains on her teeth.
Yeah.
So mean, and he's just like, still love her.
And he calls her. He's like, hey, Mom, I'm in jail. I'm drunk. Can you get me out? She comes to jail, and she's just like, I hate you. You're the worst son ever.
He's like, I know. This is your son, Roger Thornhill, again.
And what's funny, talking about sexiness, and the fact that
let's go back to sex.
Well, speaking of sexy.
Like, they use the 35-year-old as a 28-year-old or 26, whatever it was in the movie. But then his mother looks so much younger than what she should be for him being 55.
Right. Oh, I literally,
it's great. I love that.
Yeah, it was. There were a lot of good choices made in this. Now I'm gonna keep trucking here through some of y'all's reviews because I don't want to miss any. Nick Napoli gave it an 82%. And liked it and paired it with the clip from the movie. And just so you guys know, when you see these clips in the app, it means that someone is subbed to Crick Club. You get a lot of features there. You putting YouTube videos attached to your reviews. You can see who downvotes you. There are a lot of things. You get actually free shipping on merch. So if you are a Crick Club member, make sure to go up into your settings and you'll get a little code in there to get free shipping on your merch. So make sure to do that, and it will get shipped by me. And there's a little note section where you can type in it. Let me know who you are. If you did place an order, and just say what's up in there. Let me know. I might
let them know what kind of butthole you want to see.
Yes, because we send. It's been a while since we've sent any weird pictures. You know, we ran out of what is it? The type of film, Polaroids.
Polaroid film.
You know, we were threatening to send people dog butthole pictures with our.
Correct. It's a promise. It's just a matter of if I
gotta get Polaroids.
The film, but you could be the lucky one.
We have sent weird shit though. I sent a little bug. That was a toy toy bug. Sent a lot of goosebumps.
Oh, toy bug.
Yeah, toy bug. It vibrated and moved around, crawls around on the floor.
Like sending agricultural.
Right, that could cause a problem.
Federal crime.
Yeah. Sent a box of ants to someone's house.
Overseas.
Right.
Plant.
Yep. Sent a box of syphilis to someone, so you're welcome. Completely kidding, YouTube. Eagle Thrasher, though, gave this an 80%. Eagle liked it. Love to see it. And then we're into the older things like Rogue Critic. I gave him a downvote. And you just want to know how the feature works where you can see downvote. See, I'm hovering over it. We can see everyone that gave him a downvote because he has terrible, horrible opinions.
Is the Rogue Critic a Crit Club member?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that makes it harder to be mad at him.
It is hard, but we love to give him downvotes. He realizes, he understands his picture is literally a down thumb. But we gotten into our older reviews here. Still some of our regulars in here as well, and I've tried to go in and like things. But I don't know how you don't like this one. You know, I think this is a very approachable movie outside of just the length. Even For the Users gave this a freaking 99%. I know she'll end up watching this thing tomorrow as well. And is Chris screaming? I see J Doge is
They're saying, is my mic turned off? It's showing up on the little dot.
Yours is absolutely on.
Yeah.
No.
Whatever. Nobody needs to listen to me. Nobody wants to hear my voice. It's totally fine.
You need to shut up.
Earlier they were saying you were loud, so I turned it down a little bit.
Oh, okay.
It is hard to manage them all. But yeah, so For the Users gave it a 99%. She really likes it and said to start with, this is definitely one of those movies that feels unoriginal these days because it was so inspirational to so many people.
Sure.
So that totally makes sense.
I get that.
And she attacked 6 Minute Man to it. So, but we got Experiment in here. I've hung out with him a lot at the cons.
What?
What?
What did you just say?
I don't remember now. What's the problem? You didn't
Sorry, I was laughing at Eagle Thrasher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got really old movies in here as well. And he gave it 100%. Let's freaking go. This is right down his alley. Go follow his channel and the stuff that he does as well. And he's one of our Crit Club members as well. But yeah, guys, I'm glad so many people dig this. But I understand that it's not like necessarily. This is one of those, like for Monday Hangover, for example, Jay is always terrified of doing movies like this because he's just like, no one's going to show up. Like, because it's just these older films. It can be harder to push people to watch them. But I'm glad that you guys are digging it and engaging and wanting to do these. And so we'll keep popping in on some of these older movies. And I think it's fun. Obviously, Sid likes doing them. So, I mean, yeah. And Chris, too, obviously. Yeah. You okay there, Chris?
Good. I had a burp. And I had to
slowly dying
because you surprised me.
Yeah. See, Sin says you have a nice voice, Chris.
Oh,
so
thank you, Sin.
Yeah,
I know
she
you're
works in
lying.
the audio industry. Hey, and she's close. She's local-esque.
Oh, okay.
Actually, Sin is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, from what I gather, I don't want to put her on too much blast, but I think that's a public thing.
She's
I
on
hope
the
I
East
did.
Coast. Let's
Yeah,
put it that
East
way.
Coast.
Down the street.
Right down the road on our street. No,
Let me
definitely.
give you her address.
Right. But I want to get to some of our supers here, where Sparky Tracy said Sparkles again, and Sparky Tracy as well said Sparkles. Let's
Sparkles.
go. And we got Discat Matt with 5 jewels and says treat. But we got Quagmire for 5 and says, dude, the mellow yellow moment with Beardo, I had to pull over. I was laughing so hard. Dude, yeah, if y'all weren't here earlier, if you've popped in, Beardo did not know what If It's Yellow, Let It Mellow was. And it was a weirdo. Yeah.
Idiot.
Also, as we discussed it here, Chris also had no idea what it meant. So yeah, it was pretty great. Definitely some good bro science lore for sure. But thanks for the 5, brother. And Quagmire re-upped his membership. Let's go. Love to see it, brother. And obviously glad to see you back in here as well. And Quagmire again for 10 says all my supers for lucky number 11. All of them one of the greatest movies ever made. Top freaking 20. Let's go. And I agree with you. And I have excellent news for you, Quagmire. If you have been watching the chat, this movie, let me refresh. Let me make sure. But last I checked, pulling it up here, it is, where is it sitting now? Yes, we're good. 42%. Lucky number 7. We will be reviewing it next week. I am ending the poll.
Holy moly. Wait, so there was 4 on your poll?
No, there was only 3.
3?
Yeah.
Still impressive to get 40-something% with 3 options.
Right. Second place actually ended up being the Salton Sea. And
we got to do that.
Or wait, no. I lied. They were very close. It moved. BVS was at 30%. Salton Sea was at 28. So I might, if it stays visible, just because it's been so hard to stream, I might call like an audible unless somebody really shows up with Super, and just like the following week, in and out the month, like we're doing Salton Sea, and just go ahead and go.
I will say, Quagmire does a lot of super chats, and he said all of his are going towards.
He said lucky number 11.
Exactly.
He also loves Salton Sea. So
all right. Well, we'll give. Well, I would say give Quag this one.
Yeah.
And then you can't claim that all super chats.
Right. You
do it. Yeah,
right. We got to re-up, obviously. We got to re-up. Yeah.
That's just my preference.
Yep.
Yo, I would love to do Sultan.
X-Wing. Hello, X-Wing. Good to see you, buddy.
I hate you, Alec Bauer.
Yeah, man. I know. I miss you. Where you been? I know. Well, I know where you've been. You've been in Canada. I hope you're well.
I know where you are.
I know where you've been. Which is also, this is really funny. Now that you're in here, X-Wing, I can say. So it's funny because he's been in Canada, and he's getting all of these like Canadian memes and stuff. I know he's sorry too.
Yeah.
Sorry. The funny thing is, in Criticless right now, they are all calling me Canadian. I don't know, Sid, if you have seen this. There's some wrapped up lore. It's a whole story it bobs and weaves and happens. But it's really funny because X-Wing and I can't manage to not just constantly share the same lore because of me being X-Wing 6 / Meth-Wing / Ozempic Wing. They call me a lot.
I love these.
Yeah.
Meth-Wing is great.
Yeah, I get told regularly that I look like I live in a trailer and do meth. So
I think you've gotten Timu X-Wing too.
I have gotten Timu X-Wing. We share a lot of the same lore. A lot of people think we're the same person. Quite literally, X-Wing has, and I don't know if you know this as well, X-Wing has not been on Main Event a lot lately. People have literally been saying, hey, X-Wing to me in the chat, and he's not there. So that is also still happening. But what up, buddy?
Stolen Valor over here.
Stolen Valor. Yeah, well, we're both Canadians, and we both have mustaches, and we're both
not
white.
even a Star Wars fan. Like,
not like you guys. Well, X-Wing isn't either after where they are now.
After episode 8?
Yeah, after episode 8, he's trying to distance himself, but he can't escape it. I told him, I was like, out of all these names, I would just call me B-Wing. You know, B-Wing is a cool ship.
They are very
the super cool ship, and why don't we just call me B-Wing? But yeah, we got Superfly in here and says, for 2, says Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Let's go. 2 for that.
Dude, also.
Yeah, good one.
I've never seen it, but it's
seen
also one of those that I know the name.
Right.
And yeah.
I actually, not super long ago, and I haven't dropped my review, actually watched it with the kids and terrified them. It was fun. It was a good time. Killer Clowns from Outer Space is a wild movie.
Alien Clowns sounds terrifying.
Yeah, it's a wild movie. So definitely check that one out. But thanks, Superfly, for the super. And we got Eric Stratton in here for $10 and says, this movie borrows heavily from The Thin Man. Eric, somebody somewhere, one of these channels, one of these days, The Thin Man is going to get watched and reviewed. And said, and The Thin Man has husband and wife detective team, more beautiful than North by Northwest. Let's go. And he says, you guys are Nick and Nora. Like Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. Is that me and Sid? Is that the comparison? That's
actually me and you.
Oh, me and you.
We're Nick and Nora.
Mm-hmm. Right. That tracks. Yeah. Obviously, you're Nora because you have huge tits.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Because what's her name?
She's back.
Speaking of huge got him. Sorry. We were talking about Nick and Nora and that chick that was in Nick and Nora. What's her name? That was in the show about the girls and she has huge hooters. Yeah, what's her name?
Big old bitties.
Chat, help us out. Who's the chick from Nick and Nora? She was in the Thor movies as well. She was kind of goofy in those first 2 Thor movies.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what's her name? I haven't seen her in forever.
I don't know.
One from
She's the scientist kid.
What is that show?
Thor.
Bitch Down the Hall or whatever?
Oh, no, not her.
No, not the girl.
Show.
No, this is the waitress. She's in that waitress movie.
Yes.
2 girls and a
2 girls, 1 cup.
Dildor. That one.
Kat Dennings.
Yeah, Kat Dennings is it.
Thank you.
It's Kat Dennings. Thanks, chat. Can always count on you guys. So yeah, that's it. But yes, thanks, Eric. We appreciate it.
I'll have to watch The Thin Man.
Yeah, I know. Dude, Eric
sounds good.
He has hyped up. It's another classic film. It might even be black and white. He's been pushing for us to do it on Monday Hangover really hard. Talks about it all the time. Says it's like a masterpiece, absolute masterpiece. So it says we need to see it. So who knows? Maybe that'll be if Jay doesn't hurry up and get to it, maybe we'll beat him to the punch.
Oh, yeah.
But Quagmire in here for Fiverr says Nart.
Are you all Australian?
Australian. You're welcome. I miss good movies. Says Nart. Just architecture. What about the World's Fair in the early 1900s, brother?
Yeah.
Amen.
There could be a conspiracy show that happens here that we could do, and we could really get in the weeds, because I'm all about the World's Fairs and all the crazy shit there. And I went to one of the locations. There's one in Nashville. And yeah, I don't buy it. I think that there was another civilization here before we were, and not talking about the Native Americans / Indians.
I'm right here, Blaine.
Yeah. I know. We're not talking about Chris's people, Mexicans.
It's very true.
Yeah. And he says, how come there are whole cities that were better than anything today torn down? Totally agree. The mud flood. That's why.
Yeah, it doesn't check out at all.
No.
Even if they weren't, because we were talking about earlier, like the cost prohibitive nature of like really detailed artistic finishes on architecture.
Yeah.
Even if it was plaster, do you know that actually a lot in modern homes, when people do like the really, really elaborate crown molding or any kind of a lot of times columns themselves are literally styrofoam.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're styrofoam, not because they're trying to be cheap, but because number one, we just don't have people that know how to
Yeah,
construct
there's
those
not the
things
craftsmen
here.
for it anymore.
But also because it actually still takes a good bit of talent to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can't convince me. My point is, you can't convince me, even if it was all styrofoam, which they didn't have back then. Styrofoam
Right.
is a modern invention of the
Oh,
Industrial
no, they were
Revolution.
actual stone. And also just why would you tear that down? There's no way
It doesn't make sense.
nothing about it makes sense.
Yeah.
At all.
Even like I'm reading a book actually about one of them, and I'll report back. Apparently, Xena recommended it to me. Wine Fiend in Criticless, and evidently it goes into a little bit of detail about what they claim these materials were. But I don't buy any of it. I'll report back. Well, we can have a whole show about it.
And I don't see the post anymore, but I did want to bring it up, as Ross earlier had said that, and he's in the chat, and I haven't seen him in here on our shows before. Maybe you have been, and I missed it. If I have, my bad. But he was just said that he's new to Criticless, and so for everybody that's new to Criticless, new to checking out what we do, all
Run
of
away.
that,
Run really fast.
so far away. No, we're really glad to have you and for engaging in these shows, and it's a fun time. And thanks for joining us on this one, and then doing the reviews in the future with us and all of that. Really glad to have you in here. And we also have Caveat Ties.
Cave Titties for 2 says, my review was the 10th SD South Dakota. South Dakota
represent.
is fake.
It's not a real place.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah. Did I miss
I've
his?
never met
I
anybody
didn't think of you, Roland, when they brought up Rapid City.
Yeah. Did I miss his review?
Rap City.
So he did the 10th review in here. Where is it? I'm still scrolling. Oh, I found it. He gave it an 88%. And yeah, he did. In his review, he said review number 10. So, and if you don't, well, we've talked about in the past, maybe even doing an achievement for or a badge for a 10th review, simply because after creating the app, we actually made it to where once you hit 10 reviews is when we get an official score. Well, we start giving a score. There's not an audience score before 10. That was actually a recommendation of Jeremy Griggs from Geeks and Gamers. He was actually the one when he kind of got involved and figured out what we were doing or whatever. He's like, y'all should add that. And I was like, you're not wrong. We should.
Yeah.
Because it used to be we'd have like one review and it'd be like 100%. And you're just like, there's one review.
Right.
But yeah, that was definitely before we were getting the number of reviews we're getting now too.
We have over 300 reviews.
Oh, that we have ones with 5.
The Odyssey right now.
Yeah.
Like we are absolutely competitive with Rotten Tomatoes. Like we might be a tiny mom and pop run by 2 rednecks in North Carolina, but
we're making waves. We're about to hit.
You guys are making waves.
Yeah, y'all are. Y'all are, because the platform is about y'all. And I mean, we're like, our Superman is about to cross 500 reviews on it.
Wild.
So for the most recent Superman movie. So we love it,
Still
man.
haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's all you guys. Yeah, you still hadn't seen it. Well, James Gunn's kind of
doo-doo.
The gun is jammed, as they say.
Love it.
That's
very well pointed.
It's good. It's good.
Point.
And we got one last one here. We got the Nerdy Ronin for 2 and says, love you guys. Criticless rocks. Like I said, Nerdy Ronin, one of our OGs, one of the first people on the platform. Check out his channel. Check out what he's doing. Just great stuff. Really good dude, good people. And like I said, at some point we need to bring you up in here. Now that we're starting to do some of these shows where we're bringing some community people in and that kind of thing, and bring you on one of these lives where I do like I did last week with Pablo's movies and Thundarius and stuff. So glad to see you in here, buddy. And that is it for all of y'all's reviews and for the supers and all of that. This has been a really fun chat. I'm glad that y'all pushed us to watch this, but this is not, do not be confused. This is not the end of the show, because we have one more thing to do here. It's your send-off.
Wiener, 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 wiener.
All right. And our send-off songs, if you're not familiar with this, it's just where we send you off with a song. And Sid and I were talking, I actually think for this segment going forward, we're all going to talk about what our songs are before the show starts. And so we'll be able to give you guys about a 5-6 second clip if they have a music video or a song online, because if it's considered commentary, we can show it so we can at least give you guys a taste of what we are doing.
We're doing that
Not this week. Not this week. Sorry. I don't have it teed up. I'm not ready for it.
You got YouTube?
I mean, I do, but like I'm not teed up and ready for that.
You got to tee him up.
Prepared.
Tee him up.
I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared. You'll just have to come back for a show where we do it.
Well,
you know.
I'm gonna do the same song twice then.
No, don't do that. But all right. Well, Sid, what's your song? What have you been listening to?
So my song is "I Need a Bar"
Mhm.
by the Reeves Brothers. And I freaking love this song. It is good, old-fashioned country music songwriting. It's so
Nice.
delightful.
Who is it again?
The Reeves Brothers.
Okay.
Sounds familiar.
I Need a Bar.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
They only have 175 monthly listeners. 175,000, sorry,
Okay.
monthly listeners. It's
Nice.
a banger.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Like
I'm going to do mine really quick. His name is, everybody's talking about him between his big movie this year, and he's going to be Ghost Rider soon. Ryan Gosling. A lot of people don't know Ryan Gosling actually had a band for a little bit. He was making music. The band was called Dead Man's Bones. And think about Ryan Gosling, think about his persona, and then think about the polar opposite, and that was the music he was making.
Hell yeah.
It's like goth surf rock, literally. Like the whole theme of the band, everything very macabre, very kind of like spooky. It seems like it's like Halloween music.
Okay.
But it's surfy. It's great shit. So Dead Man's Bones was the name of Ryan Gosling's band. And I'm going to do kind of his second most famous song, which is In the Room Where You Sleep. It takes a little second to get started, but it is a very good song. His other song is Lose Your Soul, but just go check out Dead Man's Bones.
Nice.
Dead Man's Bones. Very interesting and very not typical Ryan Gosling. Very few people know about it. It's worth a listen.
Yeah.
So you didn't know about it, Chris?
No. Why do I feel like the first thing
It's
that came to
super
mind
indie.
is Wine Fiend?
Right.
Why do I feel like spooky surf
Right.
music just
is like Xena,
screams Xena
right?
feel like
for
it.
sure.
She probably does. Yeah, it is. Jake Stanley. Look it up. It's wild. Almost no one knows that he did it, and it is not what you would expect from him. And he's doing like a more like bassy, low, like spooky voice, and it's cool. It's like I said, it's like goth
Spook
surf
Daddy
rock.
over here. All
Yeah,
right.
it's good.
Like
so
it.
check out Dead Man's Bones.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and Chris, what you got?
I have a song by the Fontaines DC, and it's called Marianne.
Marianne.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like French. Marianne.
Probably has about 3 whole listens on YouTube. They're all Chris.
Could be. But it's super like 80s
sick.
electronica.
Ooh.
Great time.
Okay. What is the name of this again?
Fontaines DC.
Fontaine.
Hold on.
Good
Spell
luck.
Fontaine.
Good luck, Marshmallow.
Fontaines.
Oh, okay.
D.C.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fontaines DC, Marianne. I'm assuming what the name of it is. Could be Marianne, but I think it's Marianne.
Okay.
Because I took French for all of 1 week. But yeah, no, it's great. 80s electronica, deep voice.
Nice.
Very. There's a band I'm trying to
Marshmallow's
relate
on
to.
it.
Mother found it.
Hell yeah, brother.
go.
Thank you. But yeah, good times.
Sick.
I like it.
Nice. And so, yeah, that's it for our send-off songs. But one thing I did want to do here, just as a reminder, if I can scroll any faster, is just a reminder and to show you guys within Criticless what we are going to be doing. The Salton Sea is what, or that was what was, no.
Lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7. That's 11.
I would love for it to be.
Yeah, we'll do, like I said, I think I'm going to call an audible and we'll just pick. But Lucky number 11 is the movie that we're going to be doing next week. It's got an 85%, but only 15 people have reviewed it. But it's quite a few places streaming right now. It's on Tubi. That was why I got excited. I was like, oh, this is streaming a bunch of places. We have to do this. So yeah, it's very easily accessible. This is one of my all-time favorite films. Same for Jake Stanley as well, and it's one of his favorites. So, and I'm sure he's already reviewed it. But this movie, absolute sleeper hit. And if you see with the cast, you know, we got Bruce Willis, we got Morgan Freeman, we got Stanley Tucci. There's Josh Hartnett. Dude, the cast is amazing in this movie. The fact that the critics bomb this is offensive.
For real.
Like this movie, I love it. Absolute sleeper. Came out in 2006.
Music's great.
Yes, great music. It's just, dude, I'm so excited for everybody to watch this movie. So yeah, we will be doing this next week. Watch Lucky number 11. Drop your review, and I think that has been it for tonight's show, guys. It's been real. It's been fun. I think we are getting out of here. So you guys have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you next time. Later.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
What's wrong with him?
My first thought would be a lot.